Show me your training tab. Oh wait, I didn't wait a minute. I've been living a lie. I got gold on all of them except that one. Huh. I swear I got gold on all of them, but I guess I'm just going crazy. Yeah, it's definitely not. I mean, you just gotta be able to, you ever watch Cars before Float? You gotta go left when you're going right, you know? Oh boy. Oh my lord. Just gotta ride the wave. Alright. And easy as that. See that? Easy clap. Yeah, apparently you can shave 3 seconds off that. I don't know if I buy it, but apparently you can. I'm half a second off. I'm 3 seconds off. So, okay, everything's set up. Alright, I gotta do this real quick. And then I'll go to spring. Because I was under the impression that I had shit like this done. Alright. Easy PB. This will be fine. Hmm. Hmm. Oh my lord. Okay. It's just so, a little can go a long way on ice maps, you know? You just gotta, it's inch by inch, you know? TrackMania, whoa. I told you I was gonna play TrackMania today. Oh my lord. Here's what I'll say is the toughest part about TrackMania. The toughest part about TrackMania is figuring out what to say. Right? Like that was one time I streamed Super Meat Boy. And it's just a lot of me sweating and me getting angry at Super Meat Boy. Oh, come on. I was ahead that whole time. What the fuck ever. And then what it ends up talking about is I talk about my radical political ideals. Son of a bitch. Oh, go backwards? Saved? No. Like, you know what? I'll say it. I think you do need a permit to put toast in your toaster. Since boxing is in the thing right now, are you and Virtual getting in the ring? I don't know. I think I would fuck up Virtual. Virtual doesn't have the spine, dude. Oh? Okay. Does Virtual have a webcam? Yeah. He has height on me. I think he's like 3 inches taller than me. It's only 3 inches. I mean, 3 inches isn't even that much. That's what my ex said. So, and if she said it, I mean... Oh, there's a checkpoint. I was gonna say, can you just, like, slide over that lip, or what? Thank fuck I got it. Hi. Привет, Shadow. Did you ask him how tall he was? No, other people asked him how tall he was. Как дела? Отлично. Немножко жарко. Ну, кроме-то это, отлично. How tall is he? Like 5'6"? Oh my lord. You're 5'3", yes sir. Oh my lord. Your cat? What do you mean? Why does no one believe me when I say that I'm 5'3"? Royale mode? What's royal mode? Do you guys think that's what it is? I mean, that's it. Maybe it's just cup of the day. Я не приходу. Почему? Потому что я хочу лагерь. Примется рано и уходит поздно. Понимаете? Да, это я понимаю. Если ты не можешь попасть здесь, это не скучай. Не скучай? Нет, не скучай. Это не проблема для меня. Я понимаю, что людей занят. И никогда. Big Al says he's 6 foot, but he's so adamant about him being 6 foot, I'm almost certain he's 5'11". There's nothing I've been more sure of in my life. I said it once, he'd say it all the time. Every time me and Big Al go into a new streamer's chat, he goes, "Hey, I'm Big Al, I'm 6 foot." That's how he introduces himself. It's honestly, it's a little pretentious, but, you know, I let it slide. Next time Bob Cheese is in here, ask for his height. I'm not gonna ask Bob Cheese for his height. And look, I fucked up that last turn because I was reading that. I can only imagine Bob Cheese is like 7'8". That's why he's so good at craning, because it's similar to the... It recreates a similar sensation of how he has to use his limbs to pick up objects. Oh my fucking god. I'm dying. You know, I don't know if you guys know this, but Clint Stevens is live right now. And that's who I was watching. I was watching so many streams today. I had Big Al's streams open, I had Clint Stevens' stream open, I had fucking, I had Trop's stream open, I had the Dad Beast stream open, at some point I had Volley Ice's stream open. Кстати, в понедельник день России. О! Отлично. Я расскажу маму и папу. Ну, они знают. Мне не нужно рассказать им. Oh my god. Ice is usually pretty fun. Как хочешь. Okay, понял. But if it's only ice, then it can get pretty frustrating. Please. I do such a good job getting so much speed on the first checkpoint that when the second checkpoint happens, I'm too fast. What's up with that? 23 is just as bullshit, if not worse. Dude, just wait until you get to 25. 25 took me the longest. I have gold on everything except this one. You saw my thing. I thought I had gold on everything, but I didn't have gold on this one. So that's the only reason I'm playing it, is so I can get gold real quick. And then I'm gonna go back to spring. Because spring is pog. Oh? Just short. Need another half a second improvement, and then I'm out of here. Which I think I can get pretty easily. But yeah, I think so. It took me an hour to get all golds, a little longer now, since I didn't get all gold on this. But I think of that hour, like half of it was spent on 25. 25 is awful. Oh my god. I thought I was gonna be done. Oh wow, I fucking nailed that turn. I didn't even realize. Это сдал экзамене? Да, сдал. Я думаю, все делал хорошо. На всех. Ну, может быть, не знаю. Я все равно жду. Son of a bitch. Do you think the Starbucks meme of them misspelling names has invented itself? If that makes sense. Oh, I'm out of here, thank God. Like, can you elaborate? So, it's undeniable that at some point, surely someone got someone's name wrong, right? Like, if you spell your name like Sean, right? I mean, there's so many different ways to spell Sean. If your name is Aaron, there's so many ways to spell Aaron, right? So I don't deny that some people had their names spelled incorrectly. But do you think that there were so many Seans and Evans, right? To the point that were complaining about this, that perhaps their friends, whose names are regularly spelled, went to Starbucks's, or even worked at Starbucks's, right? And they're like, oh man, I'm gonna spell my own name wrong. And they single-handedly create this myth that all Starbuckses misspell people's names, right? And then now you've created this, you've done then you've posted the meme, right? And the meme gets spread everywhere. And now you've created this generation of Starbucks workers who now understand the metagame to misspell everyone's name on purpose, right? So now you've gone from a very small group of Seans and Evans and Aarons, or Aarons, sorry, not Evans, Aarons, right? And then from there, you've gone to their friends, and then the friends that work at Starbucks, right, they start misspelling other people's names too. And then the people, they post it on Instagram, right? And then the people on Instagram, right, think about it, the people who are ingesting memes are the working class, the millennials, right? High society people aren't ingesting memes, okay? So now these working class people, especially teenagers, are joining the workforce, specifically Starbucks, right? And now they're like, oh, Pepe laugh, I'm gonna start misspelling people's names. А чай сухой, блин, ты ел? Нет, сегодня я ел яйца с хлебом и каша. Genuinely, I believe that people with names are that easy to mess up fucking love to complain about shit. Tell me about it. Right? See? I think the Starbucks memes go... Oh my god, dude. I was playing this a little offline while I was watching Trop. Dude, I once hit that first turn so nasty. I was up 0.2 of a second. It was fucking crazy. Yeah, oh, look at that! Half a fucking second! Oh my god, I'm panicking. But, I hit it so nasty. Please, oh my fucking god, that I hate. So, okay, I can deal with almost any surface in this game. Like, grass is by far my least favorite surface, right? But fuck a sausage map, dude. Maps that have sausage on them, I hate them. And now I have to do a goddamn sausage loop. Пипец, ты возмущаешься. Нет, нет. The ice snow looks the worst. Ice is actually really fun. Because ice, you like, understand that it's like ice. I don't know. I can't explain to you. I think ice is a lot of fun. Like, this part right here is ice. I can't tell which is worse. I hate grass. Grass is my least favorite. By far, grass is my least favorite. Just because it's not quite like regular track, and it's not quite dirt either. That's why it frustrates me. It's like this weird middle ground that is awful. But ice, I know it's like, okay, I'm gonna have like no traction. And I kind of like because of the lightning, the Cars joke, right? The Lightning McQueen thing, where it's like, oh man, you have to turn right to turn left. Like, that's very true on ice. And it makes it very fun. There's this precision that you have to work with when it comes to maneuvering on ice. Versus on grass, it's just stupid. I hate grass. I think all my time save is on that first turn. Not all my, so my time save is on the first turn and on this ice portion right here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, maybe not. I just proved myself wrong. I also have ice save on that loop. I have a whole second of time save on that loop, apparently. I just was straight. All right, I got time save everywhere. No reason not to PB here. Though I do think the author time on this map is just, like, insane. With some of the more gimmicky maps, the authors really love getting really good times. Because it's like their baby. Here's what I'll say, Float. If you ever end up playing Spring Campaign, you're going to learn to hate the sausage way more than you hate ice. And that's a promise. I should have braked. Never mind, I don't need to brake. Alright, maybe I need to brake. You can do a thing for all my newbie TrackMania racers. You can hit the brake in the air and it stops your car from moving around and doing all these things until it hits a surface. Then you're kind of shafted. Called a wow, neat tip. That's all my 1080 Avalanche stream. My last 1080 Avalanche stream was so fucking boring. I have the VOD saved if anyone wants to go watch it. I have it downloaded. I'll Dropbox it to you. It's so fucking boring. Son of a bitch. Not that much slower than my personal best, even though I hit the wall. 480. Ловров у тебя. Ловров? Или Потишчевков? Я не понимаю, что ты спрашиваешь. Oh no. I'm a bitch. And you know what? I'll say it now. Now, since we're kind of lightly on the topic, how big do you have to be to put it EN/RUS? I don't want to put it /RUS. Like I don't want to put it as /RUS. Now that I think about it, I've never had I've never experienced a broken ice cream machine at McDonald's. Never once in my entire life. And I get McFlurries and ice cream almost every time I'm in McDonald's. Almost every time. Ну, 408. Подписались? Для мой стрим? Фоллер. Понял. Ну да, у меня есть... Это правильно, просто... Они всегда не хотят смотреть, что я играю, да? Иногда я играю... Ну, рейсинг или... Иногда я играю... Apex, да? И это очень... Очень... разно? Не разно, но это очень... Это игры... Это... Apex и эта игра, они не то же самое, да? Нет. Они очень... Я хочу сказать другое. Ну, я не думаю, это правильно. Если ты любишь смотреть Apex, ты не хочешь смотреть этот игра, да? Oh my god, I hate that. I hate it. Does Shadow speak any English? Yeah, he speaks some. He can go, I have very bad English. That's about it. I love not being able to understand, so just hearing Apex come in the middle, yeah. My favorite part about Russian is the English parts, for sure. For sure. Samsung, Connecticut, Apex, CSGO. Oh my god, please. Fucking A. I think, you know what I think? You know, Squeak asked me to play this, and the only logical explanation is that he doesn't want me to hit Diamond. He's grinding Apex right now, while he's in offline mode on Steam. And he's just grinding the fuck out of Apex. Lol, really? That's the only explanation. It's the only possible explanation. Okay. I think more realistically, he understands that A, I like streaming and playing Apex, and B, I get a lot of cool chatters playing, or sorry, he likes when I stream and play TrackMania, or he doesn't like making me suffer by playing WoW, right? And he understands that I get a lot of cool chatters when I play TrackMania, right? And I've always been, I mean, I can play fucking whatever, right? Like, realistically, I can really play any game as long as I have, like, chatters, right? That's what makes WoW so tough, is because WoW is so fucking boring. I have no chatters. How do I unlock that understanding? He still wants me to play WoW. I think the thing is, I've definitely expressed my distaste for WoW, and I've put a lot of hours into WoW. I think if you give WoW a shot, and then you start hating WoW, then I think he'll leave you alone. Just like hop on retail, you can get to level 20 free trial. Just hop on, hate it, and then he'll be like, okay, leave me alone, please. Yes, and also yes, this map again, Sterilizer. This map is hard, okay? Fuck. So now that you've cracked the code, go get that diamond, yeah? What do you mean go get that diamond? I gotta stream TrackMania. The cursed loop? Dude, I've been hitting the loop kind of nice recently, these last few attempts. When I make it to the loop, I hit it kind of nice. Do you do? Fuck. Honestly, I'll say it. Getting the plat is easy, and you know what? I think getting out of plat is also easy. I'll say it. If I don't drop fragment every game, I think I can make it to diamond out of plat in like a week. I think you give me a week to get out of plat, I could get out of plat not dropping fragment. Like, not even, like, because just, like, there have been many games where I make it out of Fragment, and I'll die, like, and I'll die going to fucking Fragment West. With Vorone? Нет? Third party one team for, I mean, the kind, like, if I go anywhere, if, like, I could probably make a pretty cool scatter plot, because I took stats and I know what that means, right? Of average RP gained when going to Fragment versus literally anywhere else on the map. And, like, I'm not saying I'll get, like, to Diamond instantly, right? I'm not saying, like, hey, you know, once I stop dropping Fragment, I'll get Diamond in a few hours. I'm like, I'll get about, like, I'll get maybe 10 RP a game if I don't drop Fragment. Maybe more if I get a really good, game going, right? So, like, we're talking, I mean, getting 10 RP a game is much better than losing 36 every game. You know? So I reckon I can get to Diamond if I don't drop Fragment. It would just take me a while. У меня просто тут кап. Есть, ты можешь инсталлировать штучка, называет BTTV или BTTV, и это дядя здесь, когда они говорят кап. Figure out Olympus Landing? What do you mean? It's called Fight Night. What? We already figured it out. Why would I land literally anywhere else? Estates is good if you want to go crazy. I'm noticing a strong lack of mentioning Fight Night. Типа этого? Да, типа этого. What's wrong with Fight Night? Fight Night's heat. You people don't understand. You people don't understand what it's like to have fun. Fight Night's only good when you land in the inside part? Where the fuck else would I land? At the reset, but Jesus fan is coming for you at Fight Night? Oh! What about the rest of the map, dude? Fight Night's all you need. Me and Trop, dude, were 300ing this squad because Float trolled. Me and Trop were 300ing this squad, and then we got overran. It was awesome. And you're not going to get that anywhere else. Float was the cripple to me and Trop's 300. Bullshit. Labs and Estates is where it's at, you don't understand. Fight Night's so... People who hate Fight Night are bad at the game. I'll say it. Fight Night is fucking sick. Fight Night's so much fun. Honestly, why is there a first-person fighting game? No, right? Like Chivalry. Alright, Chivalry's like the only one, kind of. Don't be calling people bad until you make Diamond. Dude, I'll still be calling people bad when I'll be Bronze in a couple days. They are very hard to make work. Chivalry and like Mordhau are the only thing I can think of, and those are the same game. Oh my god, please. You bastard. Is there anything else? There was a game a long time ago called Absolver. That was like supposed to be like a fighting MMO thing. That was like, it was kind of cool looking, but I just knew I wouldn't play it without friends, and I knew friends would never get it. And I watched some gameplay, and I'm like, I don't know if I could get into this. Yeah, Link Duck's retired now. He just plays Princess Maker Simulator thing. You have to convince Squeak to hit plat, let alone fucking gold. fuck. You have to, yeah, yeah. Plat, let alone Predator. Oh my god. Oh, nope. You know what I did? I went on a bike ride today, and I sneezed again. You know how I am with the sneezes. It's allergy season. We all know this. And I was biking by, and there was this old lady walking her dog, and I sneezed right in front of her, and she hit me with the bless you, and I had to do a drive-by thank you. It was awesome. Oh my god. I never know which way to turn on the loop. It's always so precise. Like, depending on how you enter it, you have to turn a complete opposite direction. You kind of suck at this loop. It's just, it's hard to get consistent, okay? Dude, there was this fat-ass kid in my way. Oh my god, this kid tilted the fuck out of me. I don't know why it's the smallest people that don't get the fuck, that don't get out of my way. I don't understand. It's happened all my life. Like, in high school, these tiny-ass freshmen with their backpack that's, like, literally lowering their center of gravity are, like, walking, and they're walking in my way, and I'm expected to move. And I do, because I don't want to rip this freshman in half lengthwise, right? But, oh my god. That tilted me. And I was biking today, and there was this tiny little fat kid on a scooter in my way. And of course, I have to move, even though I'm way bigger than him. Tilted me. Что-то на татарском, я не знаю, что это значит. Fuck that kid. He's the worst. And he has posse behind him, who are even smaller and fatter. Does Shadow play Apex Legends? I think Shadow's graphics card, like, died or something. Shadow, он спрашивает, если ты играешь Apex. If he's on scooter, he does not have a posse? He does! They're also on scooters! Dude, it was his little sister and some kid on a dyed hair. And I'm like, oh my god. I wanted to grab him by the shoulders. I want to be like, tell your parents that they're supposed to be in a, like, they're supposed to raise you, not be your friend. Kid had fucking dyed blue hair at like 9. It was ridiculous. Fuck that kid. Ну я играл до только сломался видеокарт. Yeah, he played before his video card broke. Those are simply bystanders. They're not. They're accomplices. They had Macklemore's thrift shop playing in the background. He was holding the boombox on his shoulder as he was riding by, getting in my way. He was mad dogging me. Had a piece of my mind. Had half a mind to give him a piece of my mind. Hate that kid. How you gonna scooter around when you're fat? Put down the fork, piggy. Apparently I can save just straight up a full second on this loop. You know, super glad Clint is live and everything. Big welcome back. Well, let's go. But he also, can you do some 120 star? That's what I'm saying. Dude, dude, like, oh, man, I love watching Clint. I love watching Clint. And there's no plausible explanation. I can't, like, I've really racked my brain about why I love watching, like, why I love watching Clint so much. The only thing I can think of is it's because he doesn't stream enough. Like, I don't know if it's like, as much as I love his hot takes on Elon Musk and global warming, so he doesn't, like, I don't know, he stands for the working man, you know? That's what Clint does. Unlike these bourgeois streamers like Mizkif and Ludwig. I... Oh, I'm tied? Oh, I choked. Ugh. Honestly, I'll have like a fantastic start. I'll have a fantastic start. I'll even nail the loop, and then I'll choke it all just to that ice ramp thing. Oh my god. Miz does have his good moments. Miz was good back when he used to be Ice Poseidon's cameraman. I'll say it. That shit's so funny. Whenever anybody mentions that, everyone just goes, "Feel strong, man. Ice made you." Город сейчас вернусь. Окей, понял. Я жду. Магазин, отлично. Купить молоко или что-то, или жвачку, может быть. Like, I have to go on the right side of the map. Other streamers usually make other streamers. No. Yeah. I was watching... Prezzo! I was watching a lot of Prezzo today. Who was Clint's editor. Hilariously enough. That's the streamer I was forgetting. I was watching a bunch of Prezzo. And he was like, yeah, it's kind of... If you think about it, I kind of made Connor Eats Pants. And I'm like, huh? He's like, we're just going to go with that, because I don't think Connor wants to say that Call Me Carson made Connor Pants. And then everyone's like, Schlatt made him. And he's like, oh yeah! And then I was like, Connor made Connor. Weird champ. Or pout. Yellow pillars? What the fuck? What's wrong with yellow pillars? You got a problem with yellow things, huh? Yellow pillars? Yellow flowers? Yellow phones? Yellow people? Huh, Markel? Hmm? It's fucked up. Ow. Oh, I'm not wearing my Gunnars. No one wants to talk about it, but blue light glasses are just less stupid looking Gunnars. Can't believe his Twitch apology wasn't even acknowledged. They just denied him. I mean, admittedly, I think he only, like, we're talking about the pinned one on his Twitter, right? Like the one that he uploaded after Mixer was shut down. I don't know. Maybe if he did one right when he got banned, maybe it would be more important. But if he's gonna be like, oh, Mixer's gone, okay. Is Carson gone forever? Probably. I think he can come back. But, you know, I'd watch him. The pinned one? Yeah, then I mean, he did that right when Mixer shut down, so I think it's a bit of a slap in the face. Holy shit, I said I'd watch Carson, I lost 6 viewers. Jesus. No, I'm sure they all left before. But, I'm sure... Fuck, what was I talking about? Yeah, the Ice Poseidon one, it's where it's like, Mixer just shut down, and it's kind of a spit in the face at Twitch if he, like, didn't care, and then Mixer gets shut down, and then he has to go to YouTube, and then... I don't know, I kind of see it from that standpoint. Also, for Carson, I think he can come back. I think it's stupid. What's the point of getting better if you can't, like, come back? Like, what's the point of everyone being like, oh man, I hope he gets the help he deserves, and, like, all this and that? Like, what's the point of saying any of that if you're not gonna be open to letting them come? Like, you're just kind of saying that to, like, make it seem like you're not demonizing this person. You're just, I don't know. You're just kind of saying it to save face. And it's not even like, I mean, you can just call him out. That's not even like, I don't know. Like, Albert technically came back. Lily Pichu's ex-boyfriend, who, like, got outed for cheating on her. He kind of came back, I think. I hate this game. Oh, okay. I can't. Not kind of. He streams all the time. Does he? Okay, I don't follow him, so I didn't catch. I remember he dropped a video. A lot of people were saying a lot of mean and stupid things, even though getting canceled for cheating on your significant other, in my opinion, is none of anyone's business. But I do understand that a lot of people, streamers specifically, you watch streamers for them usually. Like streamers, I've always one less content creator fight. Let's go. I guess okay. I've always thought it's weird because like actors and musicians get canceled all the time, but no one seems to really care, right? And I have like my own radical theories about this, but like you look across the board, musicians and actors, they get canceled, but they never lose work, except for Johnny Depp, who unfortunately is the only one that didn't deserve to get canceled. I think he's like the guy who was used as the flagship for the Me Too movement and was like demonized by everybody when it turns out he was the one getting abused by whatever Aqua Man's girl's name is, right? And so he's used as his flagship for the Me Too movement, right? But weirdly enough, no other like musician or actor gets canceled, and I think I've realized it's because unlike streamers or YouTubers, it's because they offer a service or product that's actually purchasable. Versus streamers, they don't actually provide, generally speaking, they don't actually provide, most streamers provide themselves as content or service, right? And once you realize that themselves is this evil person, you don't want to ingest their content, their service or product anymore, right? So if you're a content creator, right, who does these very elaborate things that aren't necessarily bound to yourself, then I think it's easier for you to kind of escape flack, right? Because here's what I'm saying. Think of Kanye. Remember all the stupid, dumbass shit Kanye has said and done. And let me tell you something. Do you know who's the #1 proprietor of Kanye music? Fucking white chicks, bro. Like, the same people who are out here that are so loud about canceling people. And you don't care about this dude who has said some stupid shit. I mean, some absolutely dumb shit. And Kanye has never once... I mean, maybe he's been canceled by like 6 people. But he has never actually suffered at the hands of quote-unquote cancel culture, right? And it's because the people, they buy his product or service, yeah? But you look at, you know, Tobuscus, Carson, Pyrocynical? I don't know. I'm kind of running at blanks, right? These are people who are just kind of selling themselves. You're not actually get paid by a company making the movie. As a streamer, you get paid by our spectators. Right, but the company makes money off revenue of the spectators, you know? And for music, right, I guess you could make the same thing, but a lot of big musicians own their own labels. Pyro's fine? Okay. Like, I remember this guy who, he doesn't like Kobe because of, like, the big cancel culture drama thing that Kobe experienced in whatever year. What was it, like 2002 or something? He's, like, not a big Kobe fan. He's like, I'll always respect the grind, but I'm never gonna, like, buy his jersey, right? And that happens a lot. Or, like, remember when Kevin Spacey got canceled and everyone's like, man, House of Cards sucks now. It's like, no, it doesn't. House of Cards is still good. You just don't like looking at a monster. And that's fine. Just say you don't like looking at a monster, right? Don't tell me that House of Cards is bad all of a sudden. Because it's not. It's still Heat. Like, sometimes I'll watch old C-Scoop videos and I'll hear Carson's voice, right? And be like, oh man, that kind of bums me out. But I'm not going to sit there and be like, oh, his jokes aren't funny. The C-Scoop video isn't funny. It still very much is. Dude, I don't know how to do this ramp part. I don't know. Alright, we're figuring this out. I don't understand. This part. I want to avoid this bullshit back and forth that I do. Main factor is that with content creator, people like to feel that they are close with them. Yeah, it's the parasocial relationship. Maybe the problem is when I go right, I stick to the right too much. Nope. Till a little to the left when you get to the ramp. Oh my god, you're a genius. Not too much of a genius, though. I want to minimize that back and forth, because I've lost a lot of runs to me just, like, bouncing up and down there. That. Like, I'd almost prefer to do that. Just a little, though? Okay. Alright. What if I just don't even go right? What if I just fucking... What if I just do this? There's no way this is faster, in any capacity, but... You know, a man can dream. Alright, I have 300. Don't understand. Wait a minute. Oh, nope. Slow again. Joystick, please. I'm on keyboard. You are right. This 25 is fucking annoying, right? Okay. You just need to keep the joystick to the left, okay? If only you came in from the left so you wouldn't be hitting the angle so hard, then make small taps, let them foul. Good luck with keyboard. Well, it's just easy clap. Blaze just got banned off Clash? What did he... Like, permanently? What did he do? Oh, Monka S. Those guys don't fuck around. Maybe I shouldn't make my next tune downstream title TTCC partner. He greened his own tune? Oh my god. What? Alright. Still technically faster? Or not that much slower? We can save this still? Oh, I need to come in from the left! Oh no. Alright, saved. Shit. How many tracks do you have left for Author Metal? I think this is 25, right? So I have 10 left. So yeah, I think I have 10 left. I'm a little over halfway. That whole stream was depressing. Oh, thanks for the raid. I didn't even notice. I don't have like a big alert that comes up when I get raided. No host alert? I think I do have a host alert, just not a raid alert. And usually people, when they raid, they just immediately close out of it. They have to wait a little bit to host. But whatever. I mean, you know, it's because I don't want all you small streamers leeching off me, you know, when they raid me with their one viewer. They raid me with their one viewer, and they're like, oh man, look at me, I stream. I'm too hotshot now. That shit's... Doing that to Trop is so much fun. Doing the I miss the old Trop shit is so much fun. I can't explain it to you guys. Just make it so you need at least 2 viewers. What, them in their second tab? Please. Their dog is watching and I need it as a viewer. I'm gonna go to stream right now and say that. He knows. I do it to him all the time. Dude, literally all of Apex last night, I was like, oh, Hotshot Trop thinks he's better than us now, huh? Oh shit. Oh shit. Son of a bitch. Oh? I'm so slow. Oh, fucking Christ. How many ults do I need to get noticed and get a shout out? I don't know. At least 5. What's Blaze gonna do now? He's got no games left. He's just gonna play Overwatch all the time? Sounds awful. Did he actually get banned? I mean, I wouldn't. Big Al doesn't strike me as a shyster, you know. How's my day and night going? It's going awesome, Nick. Thank you for asking. Not enough people ask, you know. Everyone comes in here and they tell me their problems, and they never ask how I'm doing, you know. Dude, it used to be real. If I can, okay. There's a lot of problems in our world, okay? Like, you know, people abusing medical health professionals and starving children and this and that, okay? But no problem is more prominent than people oversharing in small Twitch streams. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. I played Metro Exodus on stream one time. I played through all of it and all the DLCs and stuff. And there was this dude who was just telling me his whole life story and like his parents' relationship and like this and that. And I'm like, dude, I'm just trying to kill mutants in fucking post-apocalyptic Russia. I don't know. And it happened on multiple occasions. Like there was one time I used to have a regular viewer who like came into my stream one time and was actually just like, hey man, I'm on the brink of suicide. I don't know what to do. I feel like my family hates me. And my girlfriend doesn't love me. And like this and that. And like, I'm just trying to play Melee. You know, and now that I mentioned it, I haven't thought about it. The scariest part, I haven't seen that guy in a very long time. I hope he's doing okay. But that guy, I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing well. But it used to happen all the time. All the time. You should have said something, WTF. Oh, what, you think he just said that and I just turned off stream? I was just like, L nerd, and then, and then turned off stream. That's what you think I said to him, you fucking idiot. Just tell him to just get better. Yeah, that's rich. That's what I did. I hit him with the L nerd. And just fucking and told him to fucking... Yeah, for sure. Dude, my ISP does not like me streaming TrackMania. I streamed Apex and my internet crashed once. I streamed TrackMania, it does not like it. Probably would have sent him a surprise Pikachu face. I have that emote, I think, still. Just hit him with one of those. And then the Estonians were there too. They could vouch for me that it happened. There were like 3 of them. And like all of them were, one of them hit him with the like don't use streamers as therapists, but he was a regular, so he already had all of them blocked, so it didn't matter. Check out section 907. Hold on. The regulars have them blocked. I mean, yeah, they don't like them. A lot of people who watch small streamers, really small streamers, don't like it when, like, the limelight is taken from them, yeah? So, when the Estonians come and are chatting a lot, there's no way. This is so slow. Dude, I don't understand how I go so fast on this. Alright, check 907. What's up? Let's fucking go. What? Why does it take so long for the oh, my stream's crashing, that's why. Gameplay sabotage, yeah. I check 907 and it crashes my stream. Thanks a lot, Blaze. Appreciate it. Section 907, it's a group chat we have that we made like a really, really long time ago. And then people just kind of keep getting added to it, I think. Actually, has anyone been added to it recently? No, right? Blaze knows it an Overwatch server, but we've had it for a very long time. I think a lot of people don't really care. I think a lot of the normal chatters care. A lot of non-normal chatters don't care. Like, I don't think Float really minds. But When I use Mooch's background noise while Warframe going, let's go! The original 907 has been tainted. Who was even in that? What, it was me, you, Bjorn, Vibe, and Squeak? And Big Al? There's only 6 of us, yeah? 7 of us? Actually, was Trop there? Trop might have been there. I don't know. Basically, that's... Technically, Section 907 is where the, Azerbaijani Armenia meme came from. I miss the old Bajazas. Tell me about it. Oh, fuck. At the risk of losing all my viewers, subscribe to YouTube. Join the Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Like my Facebook. I would tell you to join my LinkedIn profile, but it accidentally doxes me, so I had to delete it. But I would love to stream on LinkedIn, even though if any regular here who half pays attention should know where I live. Who uses Facebook? Foreign people. And old people. Oh, follow me on Trovo? Let's all turn around to uses YouTube, not Facebook. Don't do my boy dirty like that. Cali Pog, you already know. Dude, it's so hot in my room. I'm sweating. No. Guys, if we get more people to join the Discord, I can get a Discord partnered hoodie. Or maybe my friend would get the Discord partner hoodie, because technically he owns the server. I can follow to your bed though. Oh, word. My bed is 3 feet away from me, so maybe less. I'm so cold. You're cold, dude. I'm sweating. I'm drenched. I can feel the drippings coming out of my pits and like sliding down my obliques. For those who watched my my TrackMania video, if you're there's a small snippet where I go, man, if I was in a gymnasium, I could make a slip and slide out of my sweat. It was me talking about how I was sweating so much on the plane ride back home. Little BTS, little sneak peek, a little behind the scenes there for you. I actually have to upload another YouTube video. I have the next YouTube video basically done. I need to add like 1 or 2 photos and maybe tweak some of the subtitles. But the next one's like done. For anyone who's excited. You know, for anyone who ingests my YouTube, if you're from YouTube, say hi. Well, that's awkward. He's not even from YouTube. I still haven't watched the Tony Hawk video. Dude, Tony Hawk's not even my most viewed video. My most viewed video is a Black Desert stream I did like a month ago, where I put Best Striker NA in the title. That shit has like almost 60 views. I skipped the Tony Hawk one? You watched my Rust video? No way, dude. You can't watch my Rust video and not watch my Tony Hawk video. My Rust video is so mediocre. Oh my god. Only ones I've seen are the Vietnam, Jake from State Farm, and Twitch clips compilations. Oh, so you've only seen like 3 of my videos. Or 4? 4. So what haven't you seen? You haven't seen Tony Hawk, you haven't seen Rust, and you haven't seen the new TrackMania one? I think. And you haven't seen World at War? I give up this game's dog shit. 25 is very hard. I've seen Smash Thoughts. Smash Thoughts is I guess it's technically not I counted that as a Twitch clips compilation. There's actually I'm really sad because there's some okay. So the Smash Thoughts clip is bugged. So I had to delete it, right? Because the VOD it basically never ended. Like when I ended stream, it bugged out. And I came back a few days later, and I was looking at my VODs for chat screenshots, because this is back when I had the screenshot chat to show them in the video, and the VOD was 48 hours long, and it was continuously going up. So the VOD was bugged, and I had to delete it, right? But I didn't really care because I already had the video done and the highlights I wanted. But then after I deleted the VOD, I remembered that there was a game I played where I was Bowser, or no, I was Donkey Kong, and my opponent was Bowser, and all he did was grab me. He just grabbed me and down threw me, right? And this was right when fucking when Godzilla vs. Kong came out, and I just missed out on like the biggest fucking like potential video I could have ever made, and I was so sad. I was so bummed because now the VOD is gone forever. Or at least Twitch might have it, but I don't have it anymore, and I was so sad. I was so sad. Also, what's up, Vatsal Chandarana? How you doing, big guy? Doing good? That's what I like to hear. I don't know how I lose speed on ice. I don't have traction. I should not be... I should be maintaining speed in a direction, unless, like, I hit a piece of geometry, right? Then it makes sense. Can you send me the 1080 Avalanche ISO? No, you have to rip it from your own copy. I own 1080 Avalanche. I ripped it from my own copy of the CD. Ice isn't the only place you own it from? Of course not. But it's the biggest. Getting ROMs and ISOs illegally from the internet is illegal. Son of a bitch. Yeah, good. Just checking if you did? Of course not. Every game I've ever pirated, I ripped from my CD at home. Oh. Can I just skip that loop-de-loop? What's the world record, dude? Does he skip the loop-de-loop? I know he doesn't, but I want him to. I want him to so bad. I had a viewer in here earlier, like last time maybe last time or 2 times ago, I streamed TrackMania, who was on this map, and he was getting very angry. I think it was Bopos, actually. Bopos was getting very angry at this loop. It was better, but still very, very bad. Are all those cars you? No, only one of them is. Everyone else is opponents from California. You got, what is that? Weebucks1. You got Mike 6699.5, Sporty 10101010. You know? M9229. Shit. Oh, at least I got the turbo. You think you could see my car if I did well in this map? I actually don't know how they decide what car you see. Also, I mean, you'd have to say your region is California, but it's possible. If you get world record, then everyone who's fighting world record would see your car. But a lot of people record, like people who are competing for world record, usually run against their own PBs and not world record, because it just makes more sense. Because you're obviously gonna do parts of the where you have time save is not the same as where the world record has time save, so it doesn't make sense to run up against it. Usually. It's a little different in TrackMania, because world records in TrackMania, I think, usually have the exact same lines, while, like, games in Super Mario 64, like, you don't have the exact same line as someone else. There are different routes that are very similar in, like, time, speed, that you can really go either way. It depends on where your strengths are at. Alright, watch me save half a second on this ramp. See that? Easy clap. Is that you going first person? The game, basically anything other than steering and accelerating, the game does for me. Loops looks harder in first person. I assure you the loop is much harder in third person in almost every video game. Any racing game or car driving game where you have to do loops. Do people play Rocket League with a racing wheel? I don't know. Trop was playing TrackMania on keyboard today, and he has a wheel. I know he does. You should ask him. Ask him to do a Rocket League stream. That one at least? I honestly don't even notice. I kind of black out whenever that loop happens. And if I'm still on the track, I just kind of hope for the best. Whoa, we should play Rocket League? That'd be fun AF. I mean, maybe. I don't really want to. One time I streamed Rocket League, I was shocked. This is back when I'd averaged 5 viewers and 3 of them were me, right? And this dude found my stream. I started my stream 15 minutes into the stream. He finds me in Rocket League and follows me. His name is like the Biggest Crow or something. Shout out to that guy if he still shows up sometimes. I don't know how that guy found my stream, but that guy's a fucking hero. Came in, you know, chatted some. Having a good time. I've seen the guy that plays Rocket League with the horse toy that doctors use for kids. Do you own Rocket League? I do, and it's free, so... Really no problem there if I didn't. Did I re-download it? No, you should not. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of weird to ask if I own it. Rocket League is free. Why not? Because I don't want to. Where's... Oh, there's Absorbent Karma. You know, I'll tell you what. Here, we'll do 2v2s. We'll do 2v2s. Me and Absorbent Karma versus you and Float. Pepe laugh. If you want it to be a 1v3, that's not what I said! It said 2v2! Is Absorbing... No, Absorbing Karma's new. He doesn't even know how to play. Chaos mode? Absorbing Karma? Who's hyped? Yeah, see, he's only plat. He's not even that good. Pepe laugh. What's that? I honestly have no idea. I don't know why. Every game should just follow league ranking. Like, there's bronze, or I guess iron, bronze, gold, or silver, gold, plat, diamond, masters, grandmasters, challenger. Dude, I don't understand. Saw the new vid? Let's go, Weebino. See, Weebino's a hero. He's out here watching the new vid. 2 centipedes just walked by my feet. Fuck this. Centipedes freak me out. Centipedes and millipedes freak me out. I don't get it. Also, I saw Human Centipede. That movie is fucking awful. Like, okay, I read Lolita. I really like Lolita, right? I think it's a phenomenal novel. And I'm glad Nabokov got put on the map for it, right? And I've seen a lot of awful shit in my day. I've been on Reddit 50/50 before. Why would I watch that? What, Human Centipede? Because it was on Netflix? And I think I was with a lady at the time. Actually, that might not even be true. But I remember watching it, and it's just awful. Awful, awful, awful. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. But also centipedes and millipedes freak me out. They have too many legs. They got too much exoskeleton. You ever look at a just thinking about it. I've watched the Lolita movie like 100 times, the one from 1997. I think it's oh, thanks for commenting on my YouTube video. I think it's, I don't know, I haven't watched the movies. I think the book is phenomenal. I think it's a little weirder because like Nabokov is like someone who like pioneered and was almost the king of like in terms of like novels and literature. He was the king of like the unreliable narrator, and he was able to paint this narrative. He was able to describe a story using a narrative that's unreliable and doesn't necessarily tell the truth, right? And you have to use context clues from like outside the story and from other kind of witness accounts that he quotes to like determine that like, oh, he's actually like an awful person. And he has a handful of books that are like this, right? And so Lolita kind of introduces that, where like Humbert is definitely not a reliable narrator by any means, right? And also, even if you don't look at it as like from the standpoint of a reliable narrator, it's like the idea of like, oh, you can humanize anybody. What else did I miss? Top rank is SSL, Supersonic Legend. This is why I like Winter better. Top 36 and 3v3 leaderboards. Is mouse and keyboard viable in Rocket League? No, it is not. You don't have to ask Absorbent Karma for that. It is not. I don't care who's top rank with mouse and keyboard. It is not viable. It's not. If you mouse and keyboard, a pedo who paints himself as a humble professor. Yes. Mouse and keyboard is awful. What is the highest rank mouse and keyboard player? Probably really high. But you don't want to play mouse and keyboard, man. Okay, let me put it in terms you can understand, Float. Jumping is left mouse click. And braking is right mouse click, I think. It's terrible. It's not viable for the same reason you don't play almost any car game other than TrackMania with a keyboard. Wheels are not binary left, like, you know, west, north, east things. They have 360 degrees that they can turn. So when you try to play a racing game, or any game that requires analog controls, any game that where you can move 360 degrees, when you play it with mouse and keyboard, it makes it so that it's much harder to be accurate because you're taking those 360 degrees and you're breaking them down to 90 degrees. Yeah, I mean, it's obviously not impossible, right? You can obviously play it, right? But it's much, 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 much harder to play. I mean, any game that that requires cars with a mouse and keyboard compared to a controller, which with obviously some exceptions. Like, TrackMania is fine with keyboard. I always hated car games since I was 8, I think. Really? You're just a crunker fiend, Weebino. That's your problem. We should do a crunker community stream where we all hop on and we do an in-house crunker game. We let everyone play. Make it a charity stream. Maybe invite Smirky. That's how you know it's a charity stream, is when Smirky christens it. Did you see the Smite X Stranger Things update, dude? It was kind of cool. I've learned to realize that any game that does anything, any brand or corporation that does really hype collabs is not a corporation you should just support or buy their product. We're talking Smite. We're talking Brawl Stars. We're talking Breyer's brand ice cream. These are all things you should not partake in at all. Wow, my internet is fucking dog shit today. Brawlhalla. Yeah, Brawlhalla. Did I say Brawl Stars? I meant Brawlhalla. Brawl Stars are doing just fine. Brawlhalla is dog? It is dog. I don't know why you'd... I mean, just play Melee. Everyone has a copy of Melee lying around that they can put on their ISO. Or you can play Project M. If you guys hate Melee, we should install Project M. I think you guys might like Project M. It's basically Brawl. It's Brawl character list, but with Melee physics. Maybe you're not stoked on Fortnite X Rick and Morty? No, I'm not. I'm not. How did we forget about Fortnite? I want Goku on Smash. No, you don't, man. No, you don't. Rocket League has a, they have like a bunch of crossovers for really famous cars, like the Batmobile, and that one car that like solves crime from like the 60s or whatever. I'm gonna join on Twitch, BRB, I hate YouTube delay. Yeah, it's pretty gnarly. The Mandalorian? Sure. Oh, the DeLorean, not the Mandalorian. You. I think I bought some DLCs for, No, the Mandalorian is the Star Wars character. The DeLorean is a brand of car from Back to the Future, yes. It's a real car, but no one was buying them, so the guy started to use them to sell cocaine. So people would buy his cars, but then the car would come stuffed to the brim with cocaine. And that's how he'd keep the business running. And then eventually everyone found out, and now apparently they're bringing DeLoreans back. But I don't know who wants to buy it. The only people who want to buy DeLoreans are people who want to remake the Back to the Future car. What is up, son of Dionysus? What a name. I'm more of a Bacchus man myself, but Dionysus is hard as shit. I actually had to read, what was that? What's the book? Like Curse of the Triad or something like that, where it's like it's about the women going crazy because they betrayed Dionysus, and then like this mom killed her son or something, or vice versa. Who the fuck is Bacchus? B-A-C-H-U-S, you Philistine, the god of wine? Come on, the Roman god of wine, more specifically, not to be confused with the Greek god of wine, which is Dionysus, who's also the god of not only wine, but also madness, I think. I only know them from Hades. Yeah. You are a Bacchus man? I used to be a Bacchus main on Smite. Now, don't look into it too far, because I technically never owned Bacchus, but I was kind of nasty with the Bacchus on Smite. Yeah, Hades is what I said. And everyone always has to tell me how to say words. Oh, it's Hades, not Hades. It's not buffet, it's buffet. Why do you say Macklemore weird? I'll say Macklemore however I want to say Macklemore. I have 2 hours on Smite. I have over 700. I hate that game with a passion. Dude, I'll hop on Smite. I know some people who would hop on Smite with me. I tried going back to Smite. You're the first person to get Dionysus right in a long time. Really? A lot of people are very dumb. A lot of people are dumb and then accuse me of being too smart. Kappa. But it's like, come on, you didn't read Percy Jackson? I haven't really played most games. I'm the kind of person that gets hooked in a game and grinds it for thousands of hours. You know, Link Duck is that type of guy, except he's somehow done it for like dozens of games. Your memory is insane. I do have a really good memory. That's true. You can't expect streamers to know how to read. I don't need to know how to read. I'll fabricate a better message. Okay. If I ever read your message incorrectly, just know that, like, if you ask me a question and I worded it so that it's wrong slightly, I answered it better. My question's better, and you should be glad that I answered that. I not only reformed your question, but made it better and gave you a good answer. $10,000+ hours in Halo Reach? Christ. Big Al was trying to get me to buy the Master Chief Collection, because he thinks it'd be hype as fuck if me, Float, and him played again. And I'm like, I don't think it'll be that hype, man. The only reason I'd want to play Halo Reach is just so that I can experience the objective updated Survive. That's the only reason I want to play Reach, because that shit gives me goosebumps. The ending for Reach is so good. And there, dude, back when we were kids, there were so many rumors. They're like, oh man, there's like a percentage bar that's like in super small font when you if you live a really long time and you get a secret ending. And there's like all these people spreading all this Halo propaganda about like the true ending. It was the modern day Shadow of the Colossus. Like all you gaming nerds back then, remember when everyone was trying to look for the 13th Colossus? Dude, there are still people who are looking for the 13th Colossus. We're talking like, I want to say a multi-decade search for a game that's like at this point whose source code has been literally like stripped down and scoured by dozens of people, and there's no proof or any indication or existence of a 13th Colossus. And there are still people who are like, man, I know it's out there. I know it's out there somewhere. I'm so sad that I hit that wall. I hate this ramp. When we find out that Luigi was in Super Mario 64 and took it out, it took like 20 years to find it. I don't know that he was in there. I think they just found out that Luigi was like, I think it wasn't like a code thing. It was like, oh yeah, Nintendo like kind of mentioned that he was supposed to be there. Yeah, like Wario is also in the DS version of Mario 64. Like, it's not like, I don't think like the code is, maybe the code is there, maybe I'm wrong, but I think they were just like, Nintendo was like, yeah, like someone asked Nintendo, and they were like, hey, was Luigi ever going to be in there? Was ever going to be a second player? And they're like, yeah, sure, why not? Or maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they did find the source code. I doubt Nintendo is a company that's very willing to hand out its source code. Nintendo's very picky about letting people stream their own video game, let alone have access to the game's source code. So I mean, I could be very wrong. Saved? Look at the speed! God, I don't know how to do this turn, man. I don't know how to do this turn. This turn is actually, that's my biggest problem at this point. Want to know how many hours I have in League? Probably like 10,000. And you're still only plat, Pepe Laugh? I'm a diamond player? Then why aren't you diamond? Oh, thanks for the follow. What if I'm the secret Colossus for a game that came out, I think a few years before I was born? Gatekeepers? I don't know. If you were a diamond player, I feel like you'd be able to, you know, overcome the gatekeeper. Like, if someone tells me they're a diamond player, you'd expect them to be diamond, or at the very least be diamond under any circumstance, you know? This is faster. This is faster. This is faster. I've been diamond twice. Well, so then it should be easy to get diamond a third time, no? You think it'd be so easy to be diamond a third time that you'd at the very least, be high plat and not, you know, hard stuck plat 4. I've said it many times, if you were at the very least like plat 2, I could maybe believe that you're a diamond player, you know, but you're not. You're stuck in plat 4. And like stuck. Not like, oh man, I like can't, you know, I just haven't been playing a lot of games recently, and you know, it's just kind of been a, you know, my mom died and it's been weighing on me. It's like, no, you're stuck there, man. You're stuck there. I could prob hit high masters if I grind all day, every day. What's stopping you? You're not in school. You don't have a job. Imagine the views. Answer my question. What would Wander have to do to defeat you? I don't know. Feed me, like orange egg caviar or something. I only heard that you're a coward. I don't even know where you heard that from. You must have been there for when Link Duck and Comet were giving Big Al a piece of their mind. Because I don't know that I've ever called Big Al a coward before. I've called him a lot of things, but never a coward. Dude, no way. How? How? I was up 300ths of a second. Whatever. You want me to suffer all day, every day? It just seems, I don't know, it just seems that you're really adamant about being a diamond player, and you're not diamond, so, you know, what do you think's easier, grinding to high masters, or, you know, not saying that you're a diamond player? Gatekeepers? I don't know. I feel like someone who's a player of your caliber should be able to, you know, do anything. I mean, if you're in low plat, diamond's such a higher tier above plat, you'd think you'd be able to outplay these aforementioned gatekeepers. Do you want me to send you a game I had? No. Because one game isn't stopping you from getting the diamond. You can't hit diamond in a game. It's a process that spans over many games. It's multiple, constantly. Well, you just said it was one game 2 nights ago. So why choose one game 2 nights ago instead of, I don't know, a game you played an hour ago? There's one guy that degens you out. I don't know, man. I feel like diamond players always talk so much shit about plat players. Like about how terrible they are and how they're like literally they lack brain function and that's why they're plat and not diamond. So, I mean, how much better can these guys really be? I'm so mad. I overperform every game I'm in. You know, that doesn't necessarily mean the best. Like, there was this guy on our team. I used to play League a lot. And there was this guy we used to play with all the time. And every time he did well, we'd lose because he was a terrible player. Every time he got the kills and got all the gold, we'd lose because he was a terrible player. He could take no initiative. He didn't have the skills to ever do any damage. I remember specifically one game, that specific player literally got a pentakill, and he had the least amount of damage dealt in the game, right? And you know what he'll tell us? He'll flame us. He'll be like, oh my god, you guys suck, look how many kills I got, I'm the best, you guys are terrible, right? And he says that all the time, and he never admitted that he's terrible at the game, even though we always lose when we play with them, right? Those are dumb KDA players, they're dogs. So then how do you specifically determine that you overperform? How do you determine? Because from what I understand, I don't think you're an ADC player, right? You're not a carry player. So you overperforming is actually hindering your team, right? Unless you're giving kills and gold to your carries, you are the reason you are losing, right? Because if you're playing Warwick jungle, which you've claimed is terrible, right? And like I mean, it's possible that's not how it works. Are you sure? Because I've heard you complain that carries are like OP now forever, right? And I don't think you're out here giving kills and gold to your carries. And how do you determine that you're overperforming? I give them kills. Are you sure? So then how do you? I mean, they don't have a brain to use them. Oh my fucking god! No way. No way I just hit that fucking lip of the arrow. I'm so mad. So then the question becomes, Big Al, why don't you play ADC? You've determined that ADC is OP, right? You understand that carry is the role you need to carry. So why aren't you playing ADC? I've tried, okay, and I pop off, okay. So then what's the problem? And my team ints? That's not how carrying works. I've heard many people in Rocket League talk about their teammates are the reason they can't get to a higher rank. Yeah. Son of a bitch. League is different than Rocket League? Not, I mean, conceptually it's the same. People who blame their teammates usually stay that way no matter what game they play. I don't know that I've ever heard you say that you've underperformed in a League game. I don't know that I've ever heard you say that you underperform in any game. Sometimes you'll say you're wrong and be like, oh man, the Havoc is OP. But I don't know that I've ever heard you say that you've underperformed in a game ever. Like, I honestly, I was so close to just recording your VOD in Overwatch and then making a collage of how many characters are quote-unquote OP and you hate. Because it's a lot of them. Like, a lot of them. All the time. Echo, Sombra, Diva. Probably more. And Baptiste. I mean, I can probably, I mean, that's still a lot. A lot of the roster. And I could probably find more. The list expands further if I add characters you think suck now. It's different on League, it's literally not. It's just, you're like, I don't know why it's so hard for you to admit that maybe it's your fault that you're not Diamond. Like, it's not different at all, in any way. That's how every team game works. That's how it works in Siege, that's how it works in League, that's how it works in Rocket League, that's how it works in Smite, that's how it works in Apex, right? League has a mechanic where the enemy gets more kills the stronger you get. I mean, that happens in Apex, right? People don't seem to have any problem ranking up in Apex. I remember you were streaming Apex today, and I almost chatted something. I almost said something about it, where you went to this building with this Octane, and this Octane got the Ava before you, and he killed you, right? Because he has the Ava. The Ava's a really strong gun. And you're like, man, that's bullshit. He got so lucky, yada, 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 right? The classic Apex response, right? And I just know I know in the bottom of my heart that if you got that Ava before him, you would have said, "Get fucked, kid. I'm insane." That's the tilting shit. That's the tilting shit. Where it's like if you do the same thing that someone else does, that you would flame the other person. I'm not that cocky. You so are. You so are. All the time. I don't flame people for shit in Apex. All the time you do. Talk about how busted a character is, and then when you play that character, the character sucks. All the time. What game do I do that in? What? Blame people? Or complain about characters being busted, and then when you play them, they're not busted. Or you hit him with the that character's not fun, so I don't play it. Well, it's like, okay. Then don't bitch about it. When I play them? I mean, you're buying Valkyrie soon, right? And you've said Valkyrie's busted. You say Bloodhound is busted, and then when you play him, you say he's like, oh man, fuck this character. I don't think you've done it with Octane. You say Caustic is shit, but he's not. He's actually quite good. I don't have a problem with Bloodhound. Yeah, you do. You complain about how he has walls and his Q is busted and the most insane thing you have ever seen. You talk about it multiple. You said it multiple times. Caustic is shit. He's not, dude. Caustic is fine. Caustic is fine at worst. If you're in his smoke in like a high stress situation, it's like unplayable. Right? Or like, I mean, we can take it even further. There are many guns you've said are dog shit and are the worst. Like, you've said every sniper is garbage. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I think you'll really like the charge rifle. And you're like, nah, fuck the charge rifle. Fuck snipers. And now you really like the charge rifle. You used to think the Havoc was terrible. And then you're like, oh, it's only good with the turbocharger. And now I think you think it's fine without the turbocharger. Right? Like there are many instances where it happens. Like you admit that, right? You don't think that's ever happened before with a video game character. F? Yeah, fuck. Never mind, it's back. Pog. I've admitted to being wrong on those things. Yeah, and it's happened with characters. Right, like, even, you understand, like, there are many instances, like, remember the big argument that we had, right, with the squeak call? That whole argument started because you even denied making the call to begin with, and, I mean, maybe there's a part of you that believes you never even made the call. You think it's impossible that you've never ever complained about something being busted, and then when you play it, it's not a big deal? You think that's never happened before, ever. Right? You think there's a 0% chance that that's ever happened. You think if I go back and watch your VODs and pay attention, right? You think there's going to be 0 instances of you being completely hypocritical. Or like, today in Overwatch, Float was like, wait, Roadhog just one-shot me and I have 250 HP and you complain about people with 200 HP? And then you immediately backpedal to, well, it's actually about the hitboxes, you know, it's a little more complicated than, you know, than actually how it is, you know? Not really, it's a really complex situation, you know, but lots of years of blood-soaked region. Because it is? I don't think that it is, man. I don't think that it is. Because if it's hitbox related, just aim better. Just point your mouse in the place you're supposed to point it. The whole point of Roadhog is you pull them into a specific location every single time, right? There's no variation in where the player lands when you pull them, regardless of the character, right? So if the player lands in the exact same time every time you pull them, how does the hitbox matter? Just put the hitbox in a place where when you shoot them, it'll be in the right place. Right? Like an Apex, even if it doesn't every time. Are you sure? Are you sure about that? Because from what I can tell, it looks like it's identical every single time. Maybe a few pixels of difference. You're never going to see a character that's all the way on the left or all the way on the right. There may be a few pixels of difference. You might be right, right? But from what I understand, Roadhog's gun is a shotgun. It splits. It goes out in a pattern, right? It's not a single shot, like, super hyper-focused target. Where they end up to the far left and the far right. Are you sure? Because I've been watching Overwatch lately. I've been watching you play, and it looks like it's always, like, dead center screen, maybe a little off skew to the right. Every time. Right? And even if it's not, right? Let's say hypothetically, like, you think it applies to certain characters over other characters. Why not? What actually makes it different, right? Because we're saying, you're reasoning that it's the hitboxes that matter, right? So if it's the hitboxes that matter, sure, right? Why can't, going back to the original point, why can't you just aim the gun at them where they're at, right? So if you can't do that, why? Why can't you just aim your gun at where they're at, right? Which I'm assuming you're going to follow up with, well, sometimes they're on the left and sometimes they're on the right. Sure, I can buy that. Why not, right? I still don't understand why you can't just turn your gun. Don't you get a little stunned? Don't you get, like, stunned slightly when you get pulled by Roadhog? I might be wrong about this, right? You know, I haven't caught a Tobias Fate stream in a really long time. How many times has Tobias Fate been Challenger before? Do you think Tobias Fate considers himself a Challenger player? Because I feel like Tobias Fate has been Challenger at least twice, right? Do you think he considers himself a Challenger player? Do you think he also bitches and moans about how Gangplank is nerfed to the ground and he's unplayable? Even though he was only Challenger during a time where Gangplank had, like, 17 barrels and did, like, whole health bars? Yes? I know Harambe does. So you don't these people aren't like you, right? There's no way. They're not like you. They're a bunch of streamers who are washed and don't know what they're talking about. Not like you. Not like you, the Diamond player who's in Plat 4 and can't get out. You're different. You're getting gatekeeped. League fucked you over. Mostly just playing 30 games a day. Well, that still sounds like them having a positive win rate. Am I crazy? They have a positive... Regardless of how many games you play... Dude, I hate this fucking map. You have a positive win rate. That doesn't sound like, okay, so what, they play 30 games a day. If you play 5 games a day for 6 days straight, that's also 30 games. And you should be making net IP gains. They're not all of a sudden getting more RP for playing more games. Like, what does you grinding League all day, every day have to do with how much LP you're gaining, realistically? Right? It has nothing to do with it. Because it's actually about how many games you win versus how many games you lose. So if you think you can hit high masters by grinding every day, all day, but you can't get out of fucking Plat 4, right? How does that make any sense? Because there have been times where you'll join the stream and be like, man, just played League for 10 hours a day. And you're still Plat 4, bud. Still Plat 4. Is that Gatekeeper still? I've proven that I can get out of Plor for 2 seasons, but you can't get out of Plat 4 this season, which is the season we're talking about. You are not a Diamond player this season. You may have been a Diamond player, you were a Diamond player, but you are not a Diamond player. Because this season is trash. I don't know. I mean, apparently you claimed earlier that you could get to high masters if you grinded every day, all day. I thought another medal here. I don't? No. I think I'm a little bit off. Can I ask how much LP you have in Plat 4, Big Al? Like, do you at least have more than 0? At the very least? Because, I mean, if you're Plat 4 0 LP, I mean, you're not really... Oh my fucking god, dude. You're 0 LP Plat 4. How are you in such a state of delusion that you think you're a Diamond player? You were literally, like, 3 losses away from gold. Every time I hit Plat 3, you know how many games you have to lose to drop from Plat 3 to 0 LP Plat 4? A lot. A lot of games. Like 5 games. Back to back to back. What are you talking about? They got rid of placements? What does that even mean? What's the topic? Okay. So Big Al is a League of Legends player, and he thinks he is a Diamond caliber player, right? Sure. He hit Diamond last season. He hit Diamond the season before. Sure. Why not? Right now, he is hard stuck Plat 4 0 LP, and he's still clinging to any shred of still being a quote-unquote Diamond player. And then we ask him, well, you know, you're a Diamond player. Why can't you hit Diamond? And he's like, you know, gatekeepers, man. Which now that I say it out loud, is a little ridiculous of an argument. Because you're implying that to hit Diamond, the enemy team has to want you to win. Right? Like, doesn't the enemy team want them to win? So aren't they inherently gatekeeping you? Or are you saying your own teammates are like, man, fuck you, Horseplay Zero. I'm gonna throw this game away. Oh, it's different because you hit it for 2 seasons instead of 1 season. Even though I think League is on its, what, 11th season? 10th season? Yeah, you've been Diamond, you know, 20% of the time. You're a Diamond player. You know, Tobias Fate has been Challenger twice. Like, I mean, we can go back to that. Do you think Tobias Fate is a Challenger caliber player? I think he's a Challenger twice. If I'm washed, why do I outperform my teammates 90% of the game? I don't know. You know, at this point, I'd like to see the games. Because I'd love to know your definition of outperform. I don't watch Tobias Fate. I mean, you know, he used to be a Gangplank player. He was Challenger a couple seasons, and now he's Diamond. He's hard stuck Diamond. He's even Plat like you. Do you think he considers himself a Challenger level player? There are lots of pro players, right? Former pro players who fall out of Challenger, and they're washed. I wouldn't say they're Challenger level players. Do you want me to pull up my matches? Sure. I'll take a look at your matches. Why not? At this point, I think it's the only way to maybe get somewhere. Wait, but if you're outperforming your teammates, but shouldn't you be as strong as the enemy team? If not stronger? So surely you can have the foresight and the shot calling to create situations that are advantageous to yourself and your team? Like, it doesn't make any sense. There's 3 strong enemies and 1 strong you. Don't take bad fights. I don't know, like, that's a key part of League, no? Like, don't take 5v5s. Or don't fight the strong... it's like obviously not as easy as, like, just don't do it, forehead, right? But, like, part of how League works is that you can no shit. Apparently this is lost to you because that's how you kind of come back, right? We talked about the gold bounty system, right? Why can't you give your teammates gold bounties? And then they're as strong as the enemy team. Yeah, of course we're not going to get the full story from how the game was actually played just based off numbers and stats. But I think we can get a pretty decent idea and then make some important inferences. And making the wrong move constantly, well, shouldn't you take it upon yourself to tell them to make the right move and tell them not to do this and tell them to do that? Be the in-game leader, if you will? Like... What happens when most of my teams are shitty then? I don't know. Do you think, Big Al, do you think if you ever asked one of your teammates if they're good or bad at the game, they'll tell you whether or not they're good at... They'll tell you, like, any percent of them will tell you that they're bad at the game? Do you think... You don't think it's weird that everyone in the League community complains about how shit tier their teammates are? Yet, equally at the same time, it's possible that the 2 people who are independently complaining about how dog shit their teammates are complaining about literally each other? Do you think there's someone else who was in your game recently is complaining to another Twitch streamer who's also streaming TrackMania about how dog shit his teammate is and he's hard stuck plat and he can't get out? Do you think there's any chance of that being the case? Because I think it's very high. And at that point, who do I believe? Right? Do I believe you or do I believe them? It seems like people have no problem climbing. Here's what I'll say, right? Regardless of your teammates, regardless of you outperforming, right? It seems that there are people, right, who are climbing. Regardless, people do have a problem climbing, but there are people climbing. Have you watched Tyler 1? No. I haven't. Sure, people have had problems, right? But people are still doing it, yeah? Are people climbing in League still? Are there still Challenger level players? Is there at least one guy up there? There's at least one, yeah? So what are these players doing differently? Have you ever sat down and asked yourself that? Have you ever sat down and be like, man, what are these guys doing differently that's causing me to lose games? You ever once in your life asked yourself that question in any video game you've ever played? Have you ever thought to yourself, man, maybe I need to change, and maybe it's not the busted character, or my dog shit teammates, or League nerfing me to the ground because my character sucks. Playing better champions than getting lucky with teammates, doing. So you think any player that's climbed just got so phenomenally lucky, right? Because they lucked out by playing a better champion, and they lucked out with teammates. Consistently, every single time. And you're just an unlucky player who unluckily chooses the wrong champion. Right? That's what you think? Duoing? Are you banned from duoing? Did League make it impossible for you to invite a friend? Right? And I know I've asked you that we'll just play the champs that are good then. Then you're gonna hit me, well, those champs are boring. I don't have anyone to do it with? Nonsense, dude. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. You could go on r/league right now and find someone to do it with. Plus, duoing is for cowards. Oh, and then we get to the crux of the problem. Duoing is for cowards. The OP champions aren't fun. Okay, then don't call yourself a diamond player. What are you talking about? Diamond is a purely rank-based thing. If your rank is not diamond, you are not a diamond player. It's as straightforward as that. Diamond is a label, just like anything else. Just like being a male, just like being a student, just like being a citizen of the United States or whatever country you belong to, right? So if you are not diamond rank in League, you are not a diamond player. Not a single one of your win rates is negative. How can that be true? How can that be true? If you're losing all your games, how can that I mean, the stats are telling you otherwise. How are you plat 4 0 LP with your positive win rate champs? I mean, 57 is actually quite a high win rate. 100 games, 57 won games. I mean, that's pretty high. 2 of them are unviable right now. 1 is okay. %, one is unviable. So the one you have a 57% win rate with is an unviable character. Big Al, I gotta know. Are you on drugs? I gotta know. I gotta know. How is something with a 57% win rate unviable? Do you want the screenshots? No, I want a brain scan. How you have a positive win rate and then you're claiming the champion is unviable. What the fuck are you talking about? Because he is. Who cares? You have a positive win rate. What the fuck? Dude, if I get a job, the champion has a positive win rate across comp, not his in particular. Oh, does it? That makes even less sense, right? Because he's saying the champion's unviable, right? But he just claimed that he gets a 57% win rate a rate across across all of comp. He's just bragging. I mean, yeah, yes, I guess you're right, but he's bragging about something he doesn't have. Literally unplayable high elo. You're not high elo. You're plat 4 0 LP. I don't understand. You're not in high elo. Like, that's the whole thing. You are like, I think you're even a low diamond player, right? Because he's unplayable in plat. What do you mean? You just said it was unplayable high elo. Plat is not high elo. So all of a sudden he's not playable in low elo either? Like, I don't know, it's like honestly, Diamond, with the addition of Grandmasters, Diamond's not even that, like, high elo anymore. In plat, yeah, okay. So he's not viable, like, I don't understand. In plat, Warwick has a 51.4% win rate. Okay, so that's just not true. Like, I don't know. Like, that's according to the stats, and even according to your own personal stats, it says 57%. So, you're double wrong, right? Because you have a 57% win rate on a character you deem as unviable, right? Which, the fact that you don't see anything just remotely shocking there is just, it's disappointing. It's disappointing to say the least. I don't know how you have a positive win rate with a character and claim he's unviable. In jungle. He's only viable in top lane. Okay, alright. So then, the question becomes, why are you playing unviable characters? Right? I guess that's the only question left. Why are you playing characters that are unviable, that are unplayable? Because they're fun? Sure. Because I like his character? Fine. Right? You can play all the shitty characters you want. You can be whatever rank you want. You can play whoever. I don't care, okay? But if you are going to continue to play dog shit characters that are unviable and only that you think are fun, don't complain about gatekeepers. Don't complain about the enemy team playing better characters. Don't complain about the enemy team getting better teammates, because the fact of the matter is, if you think the character is garbage, he's garbage for a reason, right? Which means that ultimately you can't be providing the max amount of support you can for your team, which makes you the dog shit teammate, right? But let's look beyond all of that. Let's look beyond all of it, right? The fact of the matter is that not only are you not diamond in League, you are nowhere close to it. So you have no right to say that you are a diamond player. Just as Jesse Owens, right, does not have the right to call himself an Olympic level athlete, right? Just like John McCain doesn't have the right to say that he's still alive. You understand where I'm getting with this? Right? The fact of the matter is you are not, simply put, not a diamond level player. I'm so mad. I don't know what the author time on this is, but I'm glad I PB'd. It's not, oh, I'm getting gatekeeped. It's not, oh, my team sucks, right? It's bottom line, you are in plat. You are in the lowest form of plat, and not only the lowest form of plat, the lowest type of plat in the lowest form of plat that you can possibly be. I am, though. You are not. Go ahead, click on your league profile, tell me if it says diamond on there, because I promise you it doesn't. So you know what that makes you? A plat player. Another episode, eh? Another one. I don't know, bro. I can help you find out. Click on your league profile for me. Tell me what rank it says you are for solo duos. I'll help you find out. Just let me know what rank it says, and that's the level player you are. Just hover. You can send me a quick screenshot. See the past 2 seasons? Didn't ask for the last 2 seasons. Asked for this season. Jesse Owens won the Olympics in 1934. Or 1932. Or 1942. Or whatever the fuck it is. Right? Do you think he can still run a 10-second 100 meter? If you get diamond, you'll be a diamond player. But right now you're plat. So right now you're a plat player. Simple as that. Don't know why it has to be any more complicated than that. Right? If you're a diamond player, get diamond. Right? And then we get back into the cyclical argument, right? If you're a diamond player, just get diamond. How it can't be much tougher than that, can it? And then you say, oh, the gatekeepers, the better champs, and then we go back, right? We go back to you playing quote unquote unviable champs because they're fun, right? And for whatever reason, you don't see that as a problem. You don't see that as hindering yourself or your team. You just think of it as, oh, there's just a bunch of tryhards in ranked, which is the stupidest mentality I've ever heard. Because that's the whole point of playing ranked, is to try hard. But for whatever reason, sure, let's stick with your ideology, right? They're playing better characters. But not only are they playing better characters, it's because I'm getting unlucky with my teammates. My teammates, Riot hates me. I just can't do it. Riot Games, 10 cents. They just keep putting me with these absolute shitter teammates that never perform ever, and I always outperform them. Unviable champs should at least be viable if you put enough time and effort into them. No. No, they should not be. That's what makes them unviable. As you said, right, otherwise League would simply be a purely skill-based game. But as you said, right, your teammates can feed enemy players. So you can have a completely unviable character be super OP, right? Sure. But that's not what you said. You said they get better characters and better teammates. And even if, let's say, hypothetically, the enemy team is feeding you, right? Sure. It says in your own stats, it says you have a positive win rate. In your own stats, you have a positive win rate with these characters, right? And even on global stats, it says you have a positive win rate with these characters. So as far as I'm concerned, they're not unviable. But again, you've said that you outperform your teammates, and you are jungle. If you are outperforming your teammates and you are jungle, right? Jungle is only strong early game. Jungle is pretty worthless late game. So you should be taking the lead that you've gotten and assisting your teammates. Am I wrong? Am I crazy? Why is the best Warwick one-trick stuck in Diamond? Because he's a Diamond level player. Unlike you. I don't know what to tell you. It's so you've put a lot of hours into Warwick, right? You claim that he should be viable if you put a lot of hours and time into him. Okay. So, okay, you put a lot of time and effort into Warwick. The best Warwick one-trick is in Diamond. So why aren't you someone who's invested a lot of time in Warwick in Diamond? Because you were a Diamond caliber player, right? So the best, he's stuck in Diamond. Okay, why aren't you stuck in Diamond? Diamond player. You're playing the same character he is. He didn't have any problem getting to Diamond. What's the issue? Is he getting lucky with his teammates? Is he getting lucky that the enemy team is picking shittier champs? Why is that Warwick in a higher rank than you are? You ever ask yourself that? You just said that if you unviable characters should be viable, right? If you put a lot of time and skill into them, right? And you've put a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into grinding Warwick. And yet here you are, still in plat. Low plat. Plat 4. 0 OP. Because he plays other viable champs. Well, then he's not a fucking Warwick one-trick then, you retard. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I have to know. Have you done any drugs recently, Big Al? I gotta know. None of you fucking understand. You said he's a one-trick. You said it with your own words. I'm taking the information you're presenting me and presenting it back to you. That's why it doesn't make sense. I hope you realize that. I don't know how to do this ice ramp. I don't know how to do it. Like, okay, like even then, we go back to the, just play a viable character. Not League, though. League isn't this super, like, anomaly of a video game that no player has ever been able to crack. It's not. Like, like, you can play back this VOD, Big Al. I'm saying the words you're saying me back at you. You tell me that there's a Warwick one-trick in Diamond. I ask you, you're good at Warwick. You claim you're good at Warwick. You've claimed you've put a lot of hours into Warwick. You've claimed that unviable characters should be viable if you put a lot of time into them, right? And again, you've claimed that you've put a lot of time into Warwick. The highest level Warwick one-trick is in Diamond. And then we go, well, you play a lot of Warwick, you're really good, why aren't you in Diamond? And then you go, he plays other viable characters. So, that makes him not only a Warwick one-trick, but that means that this player has half a brain to at least understand that to rank up, he may need to play other characters. Something that apparently you cannot wrap your brain around. Apparently, you think that just with pure tenacity, you should be able to make it to Diamond. Because I don't only play Warwick. Okay, sure. I don't play Warwick anymore. So after all this, after how unviable Warwick jungle is, and you saying that you have a 57% win rate, and after us looking up that Warwick has a 51% win rate, you're telling me that you don't even fucking play Warwick anymore. Is that what you're telling me? Is honestly this really what you're telling me at this point in the conversation? That after all this, you don't even play Warwick. Really? You're telling me how unviable the character is, and how he's garbage, and how you can't play him jungle? You don't even play him jungle. You don't even play him. You don't even play him jungle. Or play him, period. Is that what you're telling me? You bring up the one trick, you do all this, and you want me to explain to you why the one trick's in Diamond, and you don't even play Warwick. Because he is. You don't play him. Why did you bring him up within the scope of this thesis at all? I do play... Okay. Because I don't only play Warwick anymore, okay? I do play him jungle. If he's unviable in jungle, why the fuck are you playing him in jungle? I try to learn other champs that I'm interested in, and they aren't viable either. Play the viable characters. How hard could it be? Play the viable ones. You know which ones are viable, even though we just Googled that Warwick is viable, by the way. He has a positive win rate across all ranks and globally, right? So that's already wrong, by the way, right? We Googled it. We Absorbent Commerce showed it to you, right? So why aren't you playing the viable characters? Because people claim he's good, so I doubt myself, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. And then I'm reminded he's bullshit, and I get tripped. So who's gatekeeping you? You or your teammates in that situation? Is it really the other people's fault for telling you he's good, even though he does have a positive win rate across the board? Are you sure that maybe this character who has a globally positive win rate in every rank, maybe you're just bad at him? You know? Have you ever considered? That situation me, the other times I play the game, my fucking teammates. That doesn't mean anything to me. That's barely coherent. Like, okay, well, let's get off Warwick, right? Clearly Warwick's a soft topic for you. The other two characters you listed who have a lower win rate. You said who's gatekeeping who? Oh, your teammates. Okay. So let's switch off to the other champs, right? Your other champs, which you've stated at the very least have a 50% win rate, right? And it's weird that this character you've deemed unviable has a 57% win rate, right? But you don't seem to want to acknowledge that. For whatever possible reason. Okay? What about those other champs? The champs with the 50% win rate. Are they viable? Right? And again, we can get back to it. A 57% win rate seems to mean that you either have overpowered your gatekeepers, or maybe the gatekeepers aren't there at all. Maybe you're just ashamed to admit that you're not as good at adapting to the current season of League as you once were. One of the ones at 50 is unviable, and the other one is actually decent. Okay, so now you have two characters, both viable, or one viable and one unviable. And weirdly enough, against all acts of God, the character that you've deemed unviable has the exact same win rate of the character you've deemed viable? Do you ever reflect on things you say? Ever? Do you not understand how that statement is completely contradictory? That you have a character that's unviable and one that's viable, and they have the exact same win rate. You think that just makes sense to you? Yeah, that's just clear as day. How could I, me, the streamer, possibly... How could me, streamer, possibly not understand that? Okay, well, honestly, yeah. Uh-huh. I wasn't being honest. Okay. Oh, man, this is such a good entry into Ice Ramp, and I'm gonna choke. Fuck. The unviable one is 48, and the viable one is 49. Okay. So you got me. The viable one has a 1% higher win rate than the unviable one. But now this presents an interesting situation, where you now have less you have a negative win rate on both, again, two characters, one you've deemed viable and one you've deemed unviable. And you just, alright, I suck at the viable one. I'm glad. I'm glad you can recognize that, right? But why can't you seem to recognize that despite having a negative win rate total, that you aren't perhaps as good as you were in the last season? Or I'll even level with you. I'll take it one floor lower. Not that you're not as good as you were the previous season. Perhaps you're just not as good as adapting to this new season, or it's taking you a little bit longer to adapt to the new system than it did for you to adapt to the last system. Can we at least say that? Can we at least say that you can't adapt as well to this new season? Will you at least give me that pleasure? That perhaps maybe you're a Diamond Caliber player who hasn't adjusted to the new meta yet. And then we can maybe continue this discussion when the season ends and you triumphantly stand with your big owl flag upon this mound of games and you're Diamond. Yeah? But I'll tell you what, at the end of the season, if you're Plat, you are not a Diamond Caliber player. I'll give you that much. I'll give you you know what, the current season is still in effect. Maybe he's still, thanks for the follow. Maybe he's still a Diamond Caliber player, okay? But I'll tell you what, I'm real skeptical. I'm real skeptical that someone who claims to be a Diamond level player is stuck in Plat 4 0 LP. You sound like corporate America talking to a commercial product team. Hey, sometimes, you know, sometimes you gotta have middle grounds, okay? And even though Big Al is 100% in the wrong here, I have to lower my argument to get any sort of closure. What if I hit Plat 1 or 2 by the end of the season? You were a Plat level player. You've had a whole season to hit Diamond and you couldn't do it. What Diamond what were you? Diamond what when you hit Diamond those 2 seasons? Were you Diamond 4, Diamond 3, High Diamond? Because if you were Diamond 4, I might raise you. How do you know that you weren't just super lucky with your teammates and the characters, right? How do you know that you weren't the fluke? Type .gg in the search. Weirdly enough, it didn't let Float send a link, which is crazy, since Float's a VIP. Oh, he's just memeing, that's why. Okay, no shit, I got baited. But like, were you Diamond 4? Were you Diamond 3, Diamond 2? What Diamond were you last, those quote-unquote 2 seasons that you hit Diamond? And LP if you got it as well, but it might be a little hard to find LP. This track is whack, this track blows. At this point, I'm pretty confident in every part of this track except the last icy part. Diamond 420 LP. Okay, so you were barely Diamond. And you just assume that you earned that you didn't get lucky with your teammates and with your characters being buffed, that you barely hit it to Diamond. How do you know that you're not a Plat player who struck it lucky? I usually quit after I hit Diamond because I get all ranked out. Okay. Well, sure. Sure. Hey, I'm the same way, you know. I stop at gold because I got the legacy skin or whatever for the champ, and then I'm done. You know, maybe I'm a Diamond Caliber player. Or lose placements multiple times. So you're Plat. Yeah, so it sounds... So are you... Okay. How many seasons have you been Plat or lower? Like, if you're barely peaking at Diamond, then, I mean, it's kind of weird to say that you're a Diamond Caliber player. Like, on some of these maps, I'm like... I'm very high rank on US in TrackMania. I would never say I'm good at TrackMania. I won't stop next time I hit Diamond. I mean, at this point, I just want you to hit Diamond, right? I want you to prove me wrong. After all this, you DM me a picture of you, and you hit Diamond, and you send me "fuck you" in all caps. You PM me, right? I'm imagining in my mind. It's 3 in the morning. I'm streaming. You're like, "Fuck you, Mooch. I hit Diamond. I did it, you scumbag." Right? And you send me the Gazzo. I'm ready. I'm ready for it. Right? I want this to happen. But it seems like you're maybe just a very high-level plat player. Have you ever considered that? Have you ever considered that you're just a really phenomenal plat player? You know, and when the stars are aligned, you got the good teammates, you got the good characters. Like, every season, right? Every season, everyone claims that League is worse than it was before, right? Every season, everyone claims that, right? And now this season, right? I bet the previous 2 seasons when you hit Diamond, you may have been saying that, but perhaps not quite to the volition that you're saying it now. Have you ever considered that maybe perhaps the gold players who jumped up to Diamond this season are the equivalent of you jumping from Plat to Diamond in the previous 2 seasons? Thanks for the follow, Gilly. Have you ever considered that maybe that's a possibility? Or do you just assume, nah, I earned that because of my insane tech skill? If I was a phenomenal Plat player, wouldn't I just end up stuck in Plat 1 and 2? How many seasons have you been Plat versus how many seasons have you been Diamond? Because you've mentioned that people have made it from gold to masters this season when they're hard stuck gold, right? So it's possible that you, a hard stuck plat player, got a lucky break for 2 seasons in a row. Because you seem to think luck plays a factor in a game which you, by the way, yourself has said is one of the most skillful games ever. It was like a steady climb. You haven't answered me how many seasons you've been plat for. Because if we're going by logic of majority of seasons, right, then, I mean, you're a plat player, right? I can only imagine you've been plat, or worse, for many more seasons than you've been diamond, right? Many, many more. Like, it's not even comparable. Season 4, Season 5 bronze, because I didn't play ranked. Okay, Season 6 silver, Season 7 gold, Season 8 plat. And what season is it right now? Season 9 diamond, Season 10 diamond. So it's Season 11 right now. Okay. Wait, what? Didn't you just say you're usually in plat 1 or 2? Wouldn't that imply that you've been plat in multiple seasons? Or are you just saying in general you hang around plat 1 and 2? Because if in general you hang around plat 1 or 2, that's more of a reason to believe that you're not a diamond player. Right? Season 9 I stopped because I would lose rank. Season 10 was actually just because I was all leagued out. Yeah, so in Season 9, you stopped because you were literally scared you were going to drop out of Diamond. Because I went further and played in Diamond in Season 10, right? But your whole argument is that you've been Diamond for 2 seasons! And that maybe if I was Diamond for only 1 season, I'd admit that I'm a plat player, right? That was something you said earlier in the argument. And so now you're admitting that in Season 9, you stopped playing because you were afraid of ranked? So now you've technically only been plat for 1 or diamond for 1 season? Like literally earlier this stream, you were like, look, if I was only diamond for 1 season, I would say I'm a platinum level player. And now you're saying that in Season 9, when you hit diamond, you were scared you were going to de-ranked. You stopped playing, right? Which means that instead of continuing to play in plat and asserting your place in it, you tuck your tail between your legs,
So in reality, you've technically only been diamond for one season, which means that you should be able to think of yourself as a platinum player. Are you guys capable of not talking about this? If you don't like it, you can leave, Xsphere. I don't need you here. And you're distracting me from Big Al, right? Because now Big Al's not going to be like, okay, I was a platinum player because I was scared of playing in Diamond in Season 9. You're actually tilted. Hey, if you don't like us talking about whatever we're talking about, you don't have to stick around. This applies to any point in the stream. Just because I'm scared of losing my rank doesn't mean I'm a plat player. Yes, it does. Because you're scared of hitting plat again. If you are a solidified diamond player, you wouldn't be scared of dropping back into plat. Right? That's not what it means? Then why were you scared to play? Why were you scared to play ranked then, if you were already diamond? If you were a diamond player, you shouldn't be scared. And I was. No, you weren't, because you just stopped playing once you hit diamond. Because you were scared you were going to hit plat. You were scared you were going to D rank. I don't know even if I was scared. Oh, and now he's backpedaling. And now he's backpedaling some more. You know, I don't actually remember if I was scared. You know, maybe I wasn't. My dog died recently. It kind of affected my gameplay. It was kind of a, you know, it was a long time ago. It was only 2 years ago, you know? Long time ago. Dismissing someone's peak rank? Okay, I'm not dismissing it. Here's the crux of the problem. Okay, you're right. He still did hit diamond. The crux of the problem is that even though he's in the lowest form of plat, he still thinks he's diamond. If I was diamond for 2 seasons and in gold, would you say I'm a diamond player? Like, let's say you weren't in plat. Let's say you were in gold. Would you say you're a diamond player even if you were in gold, silver, bronze, iron even? Is there a, like, if you hit Iron 5 this season, would you still consider yourself a diamond player? Just because you were diamond this 2 seasons previous. I knew someone for Masters in 2 seasons and he was stuck in gold. Didn't really answer the question, but I'm glad. I'm glad you're bringing this up, right? Okay, fantastic. He hit Master by the end of the season. When he was in gold, did you consider him a master player? Did you consider when he was in gold, did you consider that maybe he was washed up? Have you ever considered that? I just needed to adapt to the season. Okay. So, again, Big Al, when he was gold, even though he was a former master player, did you think he was a master player or did you think he was washed? It's what you said earlier, I know. But I'm asking you in the moment, when he was gold, did you think he was washed or a master player? Because right now, you are not diamond, right? You thought he was a master player when a master player was in gold. Alright, shit. Well, at least he's consistent. I don't know what to say. Can't argue with that. I just want to say he's plat, right? Because I would love for him to hit the diamond. In what game are all games? In League. In League, he says he's a diamond player, and he's stuck in plat, and he's blaming his teammates and whatnot. All right, well then let's change this to a follow-up, yeah? Let's say hypothetically, you hit diamond, okay? Let's say you hit diamond, right? This is a purely hypothetical, just for me. Just I'm curious what your response is. You hit diamond. Would you say that you hit diamond because you weren't gatekeeped? Because you weren't gatekeeped or because you weren't lucky? Or would you say that you hit diamond because you overcome them with your immense skill? I guess that's my final question. I'm ready to drop it after that. If you hit Diamond, is it because you outskilled and are better players than the people you were up against? Or is it because you got lucky and your teammates weren't gatekeeping you? Like you say they have been before. Both. Phenomenal. Both. And I'm sorry. If it's both, is it not both right now? Because we've already determined that, you know, you're getting gatekeeped and the team is fucking you, right? And you're not saying that you're bad at the game. So isn't it both right now? Aren't you stuck in plat when it's right now both is active? Is that wrong for me to think that right now, as your plat, you're also, you know, experiencing both, where you, a high skill player, who a diamond skill player is stuck in plat, is getting gatekeeped? We got people to do dungeons with? Yeah, let's say we're done with WoW. At least I'm done with WoW. I can't do it anymore. That shit is so boring. At least to stream. And I doubt I'm gonna play it off stream. There's a reason I don't say that for Apex or like any actual other skillful game. I feel like you've definitely complained about people in Apex. I don't know. I feel like I've definitely heard the my teammates suck in Apex, for sure, for sure. Can we please just drop this at what I said? I swear to God, if you say at what you said, and it's actually me begging for you to admit that maybe, perhaps, you haven't adapted the season, I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Because I said that, not you. Don't act like you're some fucking mediator. See, Link Duck, here's the problem, right? What he says League is unique because his teammates, in other games, your teammates can't feed the other teammates and make them stronger. And then when he doesn't say that, he defaults to you don't play League. And then when we show him other people who play League who seem to have no issue playing the game and climbing, he says that he either ignores it or brings up some other ridiculous, like, some other thing he heard on the internet once, or Tyler won. You need a clean run, get a reactor without release, and get a clean loop. That way you can get to the ice cleanly without much airtime. This map blows. Oh. This conversation isn't about League, it's about rank systems, right? But Big Al doesn't believe that, right? Big Al believes that League is the most unique game in the world, and it doesn't apply to any other team-based video game or any other video game for that matter. Because in the basis of your teammates can make the enemy team stronger, which is true in CS:GO, by the way. In CS:GO, you get econ for killing the enemy players. So I guess, you know, can it be applied to CS:GO or no? That's different. That's different. That's a shooter, and it's all about gunplay. Even though there's in econ, you need to memorize smokes and all these other things in econ. Noah removed his own mod. I didn't touch Noah's mod. Overwatch, you can literally carry as DPS, but I feel like I've definitely heard you complain about how AD carry is busted now, and it's super unfair, and jungle and top is worthless, even though jungle and top have been insane. But I've definitely heard you say this season that AD carry is busted, right? And that you could totally 1v9. And then I'm like, well, why don't you play AD carry? And then you go, well, I can't. I've tried. My team sucks. So... I just realized the way that you type that is horrible. It happens. Sometimes I'll type and I just like... I'll actually say the complete opposite of what I meant to say. Where I'll miss like a knot or something. And it's just awful. I hate this map. I'm gonna be on here for a while. I think, honestly, I feel like I hit... at this point, I feel like I hit the ice ramp. And, like, the loop's obviously very rarely perfect. But I feel like I hit it pretty well a good chunk of the time. And the biggest thing is that ice slope. Honestly, doesn't that guy bumps into the slope there, and he's faster than me at the end. So I can really blow this thing out of the water if I don't fuck up that ice slope. You realize before the reactor boost? What? Huh? What? Huh? What am I realizing before the reactor boost? Releasing before the reactor boost. No? I don't think that I am. Like that? I don't know. It's, you know, I gotta look at the chat real fast. It's real hard to read. I'm so sweaty. It's so hot in my room. Summer's time sucks. There's like sweat dripping down my forehead. My arms are all drenched in sweat. I can feel my shirt sticking to my chair. I don't know why I have to release, though, if I can just do that. I don't know. Like, that turn seemed fine. That turn, like, I don't really know why I'd have to release the accelerator. How long have I been on this game? I've been on it for 2 hours and 45 minutes. And it's been this map. And a lot of yelling at Big Al. You have a fan in your room? Nope. I don't got nothing. My house only has a heater because it's usually cold most, like, 8 months out of the year. Oh, you saw that I was doing it. Oh, I thought you were telling me to do it. Oh. You looking to swap? Oh no. To what, Apex? I don't know. Knockout City? Pog? Ugh. Up to you, champ. You got your plat squad, don't you? I do have my plat squad. Really like playing TrackMania, but also I want to get diamond in Apex so that I can say I'm a diamond player for the rest of eternity. My Smite is halfway done? Wait, I'd much rather play Smite. I mean, I was going to say I'd play Apex in like 10 minutes. I'll give this map 10 more minutes and I'll switch to Apex. But hold on, if we're playing Smite, hold on a minute. I might want to hop on that. I got a nasty Vulcan, fellas. I don't know if you know this. I got a nasty Vulcan. Stream absolutely ruined? Come on, you guys hate Smite? How can you hate Smite? Smite is so good. There's an arena game mode, which is like ARAM, but better. Because it gets rid of the lane, it's just a big circle. Come on, Smite's awesome. It has all your favorite gods, like Cthulhu, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Avatar The Last Airbender. Joust and Arena are the only good modes. That's twice as many good modes as League had, or has, not had. League had great modes. League had Dominion, League had Twisted Treeline, and now look at it. Does it have Goku? Honestly, I bet if you pushed for it enough, they'll add Goku. Smite is just... High-res is just full of shills. I don't remember who I played. God, Smite is so cool. You play... There... You want to talk about unviable characters? The balance team in Smite actually does drugs. They just... I can't even remember the last time I play Loki and Raw. Oh, of course you do, don't you? You fucking... Loki and Raw is the Spitfire of Smite. I hope you know that. Smite's so sick. Smite's so sick until I open up the game and then I hear the announcer go, minions will spawn in 90 seconds, and then I immediately want nothing to do with the game. I hate that game. I'm absolutely garbage at that game. I don't know how. I guess it's just like MOBAs. Fun fact about me, how I started playing League again was I started playing Smite. Fun fact. I started playing Smite, and then I had some friends in freshman year of high school. They were super into League. And I'm like, oh man, I play Smite, maybe it's the same thing. And then I started playing League. League is so much better than Smite. Dude, oh my god. You know who we can get? Dude, we could get Pizza Maker. Pizza Maker actually unironically loves Smite. We could get him. I've seen him ask Poutine to play Smite. Hold on. This is such a great idea. What? Yeah, this could be awesome. I could collab with someone I absolutely hate. You understand, if you have to say League is better than about something, you already have a problem, right? As much shit as people give League is actually a very good game. League is compared to a lot of games very well balanced, and if you slash mute all at the beginning of the game is a very good time. As much as I hate to be the bearer of bad news, League is usually does a pretty good job of keeping everything balanced. The problem, when usually people complain about the game, it's because their character gets nerfed into the ground, which I get. I used to be a Volibear main. I remember the pain. You know what I mean? I felt that same pain when they removed Static Shiv from the game. AD Bard was, AD Bard was almost unplayable until until they let ranged players use Tiamat. Now it's a different game. I think the gameplay itself is super lame. That's fair. I think I've always wanted to get super into Dota. As far as I'm concerned, I think Dota is a better video game. Just because it's so much more complicated and it probably has so much more depth to it than League does. League can usually, every season can be boiled down to like one thing. Which is like dragons or bot lane or whatever. When's the PoE stream? I think, dude, doing it, no one would watch a Path of Exile stream. That was almost a good jump you had. No one would watch a Path of Exile stream. I think Dota has way more depth than League, which I think makes Big Al's League as skillful even more laughable. Because there's literally a competitive like MOBA that is more complicated and more skillful and less popular because of it. If anything, League has become more babied and more like for the common man than League has. Like I remember, dude, I remember when I first booted up League, the rune pages. The rune pages? Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's exactly what it is. League is just a more accessible version of Dota, right? But the thing is, Big Al, again, right? When I was playing WoW yesterday, he was like, I think League is one of the most skillful games ever made. Which is a joke. I hope it's a joke, right? Because this is another instance of Big Al being wrong. Including the very long list of reasons for Big Al to be wrong. Like Caustic being terrible. I still think Caustic's pretty dang good. I think Big Al's just bad at Caustic. I'll say it. I remember he was in a game with duos with Float, and he was in this nipple building at Sky City or whatever, and he was just not putting down enough barrels. They fought in that nipple for like 3 minutes. He wasn't putting enough barrels now. Diablo's a good game. I have Diablo. I have Diablo 3 and the DLC. And then he gets downed. My barrels have a 16-second cooldown, which means that in 3 minutes you should be very easily get 3 of them. Which means you can put down 6. If you use all 3 barrels, it would only take you, what, 48 seconds to get them all back? So if you fight there longer than a minute, immediately you already have another 3 barrels. Bloodhound is 23, right? Somewhere close? I actually don't know. If Bloodhound's is 23, I mean, I've been Bloodhound scanned multiple times a fight. So if Bloodhound Q has a longer cooldown than Caustic Barrel, I mean, that's even more reason to put down more barrels. Good night. Alright, see you later, Karma. Thanks for sticking by, or sticking around. His ult gets a CD reduction on Q. What does that have to do with... What does that have to do with the frequency at which you put down barrels? Well, I think Bloodhound's as long as it feels short because it stays up for a bit. I guess. Right, but Caustic Barrels stay up forever. You know? You were talking about how you got scanned multiple times in a fight? Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah. For sure. Just triggers that in my brain. I think... I don't mind it. I find it annoying if I only find it annoying when I'm losing. If I'm winning a fight, then I don't really care. Okay, it only cares when I'm losing or if I like am hiding. Then it makes me sad. Fight doesn't even have to start yet and I just read it and I'm like, fuck this guy. Yeah, but if you imagine if the Bloodhound was on your team and they didn't do that, you'd be like, man, fuck this guy. I think that's the biggest pet peeve, right? Is when people complain about something, but if it happens, if they're on the other side, they'll like pog about it. That shit pisses me off. I know a lot of people that are like that, and it's very frustrating. Where it's like, I just know if you were on the other side, you'd be fucking furious. And I think Big Al is one of those players. I just have to wait to catch him in the act. What type of player? A hypocritical one. Bloodhound's Q is a 23-second cooldown? Jesus. Well, again, it turns into 5 when you're in ult. Still, that's a lot. Yeah, exactly. So, like, I don't know. Like, there's obviously certain exceptions to, like, driving. If you're driving, that's fine. Because there's no global chat in driving. Thank God. Imagine there's a fucking local chat or something when you're driving. You hit T and you can just start flaming the dude in front of you. Start calling him the N-word and stuff. Because his garbage driving tech skill. Because he didn't go when the light was green or something. God, what a horrible life to live. What a horrible world to be in. I wish global Apex voice chat was a thing. No, you don't. Comedic potential is limitless. I don't know. God, it's so fucking hot in my room. I wish you could run over people with cars in Apex. You can't. It's bullshit. I love running people over. That's the best part. I love getting Warzone clips of me like winning the game by running people over. You would have never had that ninja clip. That ninja clip is not a vital part of my life. So what's the game? It is 2:30. I did say I would get off the map. You know, I would listen to Link Duck because I think it, you know, because he's a Patreon sub, but oh, canceled it. So his word means nothing. Yeah, I got your number, Link Duck. You think you're slick? Canceled it 8 days later. I don't even think it paid me out, you bastard. Ah, god damn it. Did it actually not Lamau? I don't think that it did. Do I even still get my 3-week game request? Well, you're not exactly a fucking patron, are you? So no. No, you do not. Do you get to hold American money when you're not a U.S. citizen in international borders? No. Okay, you don't. Okay, watch this. Watch this comeback. Oh, sweating profusely. I need to take a break. I need to go outside and, like, put ice down my shirt. Which will only make me wetter, but at least it'll make me cool. I need to play Apex Legends? We don't even have a third. Particularly a third who won't complain. Float Squeak with just his squads. Squeak's not a big ranked guy. Every time I play with Squeak, I feel bad because he's always so bummed out. Because he tries so hard. And then when he gets shit on, he can't deal with it. Diablo 3 and PoE? I don't know. I'm 6 minutes from Smite finishing. You think I have time to Apex? Oh, Lord. Do I even I wonder if I have Smite installed. Probably not. Holy shit, I just barely clipped the wall at the end. I'm so sick. Does anyone know what the author time for this map is? Is it sub 41? Is it sub 40? I feel like it's sub... I feel like someone told me it's 39 and a half. Which is technically doable. But I'd have to get really, really close to world record. I suffered every second watching this map. To be fair, you spend most of the time looking at the chat room, I can imagine. What map? This map. It's so awful when he does it over and over again. Didn't I just say in Trop's stream, like, oh, you know, TrackMania is fun when Trop does it, but when I do it, you guys complain, and then I go, fuck you guys, and then you go, no, I don't complain. I like when you play TrackMania, and now you go, it's awful when I do it over and over and over again, which is what most of TrackMania is. I usually spend at least an hour per map. At least. Because you do the same map over and over and over again. Okay. So... when you said in my chat that you like me playing TrackMania, was that just a lie, or... I wasn't a lie, I like you playing TrackMania. Right, but you don't like it when I play the same map over and over and over again, right? But that's what my TrackMania streams are, right? It's me doing the same map for literally hours on end. Hours. Just not the same map repeatedly. Dude, I did Springtime 14. It took me 4 streams that were each minimum 2 hours long. F. Oh man, I hope you didn't miss that. I did Spring 14. It took me 4 streams that were minimum 2 hours long. What are you talking about you don't like when I do the same map over and over and over again? It took me 3 streams to do Spring 06. Again, each 2 hours long minimum. I don't understand how those two things aren't conflicting in your mind. Why? No, there's no Rotten Meg stream happening. I'm not doing a Rotten Meg stream. No, I've never played a Rotten Meg. I've played 8-bit MMO. Is that the same? Because 8-bit MMO is bitchin'. I love 8-bit MMO. I wonder how many minutes I have in that game. Do a Clone Hero stream? Now that's a stream that might happen. Because I have a GameCube adapter attachment. If someone sends me a GameCube or a guitar, oh baby, it's money. Playing rhythm games is so fun. I'm not very good at them, though. It's a little frustrating. I was playing the Roblox Clone Hero. I was very bad at it. Hey. Mooch is donaling you? I already told you I'm not going to do a Rotmeg stream. You saying it more than one time doesn't require me to answer you more than one time. Okay, but why though? I just don't want to. Rotmeg looks... And I have a lot of friends that are super into Rotmeg. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm kind of sick of playing MMOs, guys. I'm kind of sick of playing MMOs. I put all this effort into getting to the quote-unquote fun part of the game, which is what everyone claims to be late game, and I suffer through 20, 30 plus hours of the game. And then I get to the late game part just to find out that the reason they think late game is so fun is because they've been so brainwashed into the hundreds of hours they've put just to make it to this point that they think they've convinced themselves that it's fun. F the streamer for saying it was a potential fun stream, and now he's a dumps Duncan. I did say the only reason I said it yesterday as a joke because I like saying things. I like saying Squeak says things that he doesn't actually say. That game doesn't even have a late game. Oh, sick. So it's all early game, baby. I've streamed Wizard 101 before. Everyone loved it. Playthrough? Not minigames? Why would I do a playthrough of Wizard 101? Actual waste of time. Kyle was really close to buying me a subscription. So I could play it for free. Money's not an option. Or an issue. Alright, 101 more fun. I've heard Pirate 101 is the better game. They are updating it? Fog? I'm gonna be a buccaneer. I think the only reason they're updating it is because they got acquired, didn't they? I don't know what games I want to play right now. I don't know. Every game that I've been excited for, I wait a day or two to play it, and I watch some stream footage, and it's just bad. They're all terrible. Like, there was a game called Biomutant that came out that I was thinking about playing. It, doesn't look very good. Riders Republic looks cool. I don't want to play her Trial. It's just Trials, Trop. It's just Trials. And I didn't want to tell you, but they've done a similar thing called Steep. Look up Steep Ubisoft. They did the same thing, but for snowboarding. That game, maybe it doesn't blow. Maybe it's more of an atmospheric game, but you can get bored of that game real quick. I know Steep. It's just Steep, but with bikes. And skaters, I imagine. You should play Rust. I played Rust. The first hour was kind of fun, and then it got boring. Steep's pretty fun. Steep was pretty fun for the first couple hours. And then, I don't know. It just... I don't want to hang glide in that game. Why would I want to hang glide? There's a Monster Cat Battle Pass. Yeah, Smite is awful. Actually just full of corporate chills. I did a Steep stream? Who wants a Steep stream? Going to sleep? See you later, Big Al. Holy shit, that guy's so fast. It's time for Mooch plays Genshin Impact. Oh, baby. Me and Sly Fox Hound. I can envision it now. The Genshin Impact collab stream. All high-res games are yikes. How dare you? Paladins is awesome. I know it's bad when I haven't even beat the fastest gold time. Consider the Patreon even refunded, not just cancelled. The Patreon did get refunded. And cancelled. He did both of those things. Not for me, lol. Oh, really? Huh. Maybe I should double check, because I feel like it got canceled. Maybe I'm wrong. Wait, but what are you gonna say? You weren't gonna be a patron for a second month in a row? It's fucked up. God, I lost my speed. Is Olaron good? He sounds like a new guy, so probably. My money's just void. I guess I can double check. I didn't want it to auto-renew. Wait, why didn't you want... Wait, you didn't want it to auto-renew, but you're literally subbed to my channel, and you have been for 2 months since I've terminated my affiliate. I don't even get that money. I told you why that was. That's right, because you can't cancel a PC subscription on mobile. I recall. Faster? Question mark? No, not. Mobile subscription. Oh, it's the other way. And that's so much effort. Right. Of course. So to be clear, it still hasn't been canceled yet, right? still just giving Twitch just $5. And you canceled the Patreon to me? Alright, I see what you're about, Link Duck. I see what you're about. You just want the Moochie mode. Who wouldn't smile? Apparently the people who aren't subbed anymore. Omega lol. I primed, yeah. A lot of primers got shafted. Let's see, who's still subbed? Salty is still subbed. Kyle is still subbed. Link Duck is still subbed. Squid Eater is still subbed, but he may have canceled it. So. Drop played Apex with us last night. Want to play Rocket League? No, not even a little bit. I'm down to play Apex. I'm also down to play Smite if I have it installed. This one I'm just kind of going through the motions of this map. It's probably bad. Probably should focus up. Smite Dan's game? Smite's Pog. Okay, so when's the Apex part? I don't know. It was supposed to happen 21 minutes ago, but no one reminded me. Yeah, Trap, how'd the rest of your TrackMania stream go? You ever end up beating my time on Spring 01? I'm only like 7/100ths of a second ahead of you. Pepe laugh. I want to play It Takes Two. Oh, that's good. Bagel was crying. I'm only top 30k worldwide for that map, you know? Pepe laugh. I'll say this, Trop. I've only been in one speed battle ever, and I came out on top. I'm going in my time machine to remind you 22 minutes ago. Do you remember now? Oh, that's true. I do remember now. I got into a battle with one of the Estonians for the Parkour Bed Wars map. And I won. How long did I grind that map? The Springtime 01 map? I think only an hour. Maybe 2. Something light. The fuck? Yeah, man. Pepe W? Don't Pepe W me. Don't you have like 5,000 hours in Paladins? How much faster do I have to beat it by? You have to get 7. I think you're 7/100th of a second behind me, which means 0.07. Just PB by 0.07, Pepe laugh. I mean, the world record has half a second on us, so apparently there's just a fuck ton of time save. I don't know where at, but it's there. I'm losing viewers. They want me to play Apex. Or at least happy with the time if I can't beat it, and that's what's important. Fucking Christ. Alright, I'll get one more good one in and then I'll switch to Apex. An hour and a half later, hey, that's just your fault for not having a faith. Is Squeak like cracked at Rocket League? One time, I don't remember if I was playing on my own or if I was just doing nothing. Squeak told me to hop on Rocket League, challenged me to a 1v1, kept scoring goals on me, called me bad, and then left. So how many more good ones is that? That wasn't a good one. I have to make it at the very least to the ice ramp. One time I was playing Rocket League and this dude was trying to fish me. He was trying to sell me his coaching services while shitting on me. So he'd score on me and be like, "Hey, you need help? Hey, you're really bad. You want my coaching services?" And then at some point, he was like, "Hey, you need help, bud?" And I'm like, "Yeah, man. You know, it's just been really tough lately with COVID. My dad got COVID, and now he has COVID pneumonia, and I'm not sure what he's like if he's gonna make it, and it's really bringing down my mom. And I just really need someone to I just need someone to talk to, you know, to listen to my problems. And he's like, if you're not joking, I'm here for you. Then I'm like, fuck you, asshole. Of course I'm joking. Don't fish me. And then I left. And I haven't played Rocket League since. Fuck that guy. Hate that guy. You know, I'm a bit of a I'm a bit of a diamond player in Rocket League. I actually don't even know what my I think I've been plat at some point. I think I don't remember. I don't keep up with it. Ow. Are you interested in arenas tonight? Dude, I'm never interested in arenas ever. What did I just hit? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, what happened? Okay, we're back. Ooh, saved. I'm also right around plat. I'm hard stuck. Yeah, aren't we all, man? Boom, 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 boom. Well, you need to let less insects and rodents into your home. You need to clean up the leftover Panda Express or something. I don't know how there's so many bugs in your place. I don't know, Link Duck. I'm kind of nasty at the Rocket League. I'll tell you what. I'm talking about in-game. Oh. All the bugs I see are outside when I'm smoking. Oh, that doesn't count. That's where they live. They're in their place. It's fucking what's her face? Like, I think her name's literally Arachnia or something. I'm more of a passer. Okay. I need to go outside. I'm overheating. Okay. All right, what are we doing? Hey, look, these are my world rankings. This map blows. This guy's actually been in my chat, Arizel. Shout out to him. He has the world record on this map. And look, so look, this is world. And immediately you just divide everything by 10. Look at this, top 805, top 506. And you go US. You go California. Look at this, top 40 on Spring 14. God. Yeah, I'm hopping on Apex. Well, let me change the category. I'm like 14 websites. Actually, I'm just going to turn off